For all of your sports in Lorain, keep your TV tuned to TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television.
Welcome to George Daniel Field on Oberlin Avenue in Lorain and Lorain City Schools Elementary Football Program. My name's Bob Tomaszewski, and I'm here today with Barry Buck, my broadcast partner, and we're going to bring you kind of a unique final event of the Lorain City Schools Elementary Football Program this year. It's going to be 3 teams in a round-robin affair. Everybody's going to play at least 2 quarters against each other, and it's going to be kind of the final culmination of the season. We'll be back with the first half of football right after this. Welcome back. We're getting ready for the first game. It's going to be the Jaguars in red against the Green Machine in green, and that makes sense. And Barry, there's a couple little different rules here that we're going to use today. Maybe you could go over those for our fans.
Yeah, the first thing is, Bob, they're only playing an 80-yard field. They start at the 30-yard line. The conversion attempts, this is kind of interesting, and we had talked earlier with Brian Corey, that make them do the harder. They get 1 point if they run it. They get 2 points if they pass it.
Encourage the more difficult thing.
Right. Major penalties result in 10 yards. Minor penalties will be in a 5. And I think one of the things we need to really clarify is everybody that's doing this is volunteering.
Exactly.
From the coaches to the officials. And so if something happens that you don't think that's the right call, I mean, the guy's out there giving his time.
Yeah, lighten up. So it's here. We're trying to teach football and get these kids interested in football in the city of Lorain. Also, how about the punts? There are no punts. I think the other team gets the ball 20 yards away.
20 yards down the field. The other thing is, and this is kind of fair, is you can't advance the ball if you weigh more than 120 pounds.
Right. Yeah.
So if you pick up a fumble and you're a tackle, the ball's dead. That way you don't want anybody getting hurt. You want to be running over somebody.
And you don't put the biggest guy at fullback and just smash him in there on every play.
And the players are in 5th and 6th grade. They cannot be more than 13. And the weight limit, as I said, is 120 pounds to advance the ball. So other than that,
and here we go.
Yeah, they're going to have a quick whistle, so you're going to see a quick whistle because they don't want people piling on. The blitzing linebackers can't come in until the ball's snapped. Kind of like Little League. You can't steal after the ball's past the batter. And again, as you said, we're here to teach kids the game of football. Let them have a little fun and try to make the rules as best they can for everybody involved.
Now, as soon as we get an eyesight here on who's who, then we'll give you their names. But it looks like, I can't read the number, 20 somebody is the tailback. That might be Michael Fitch. There we go.
22.
22.
There's a cutback. Oh, look at this.
And, of course, he's running. But here's the thing. On my roster, there's no 22. So I'm not sure what that means.
22's, yeah, you got the red
and the green.
That's right. So, again, what we're going to try to do is just go down the rosters, give everybody's name and number.
Correct.
That way everybody gets involved, and we'll do the best we can with. We were just handed this stuff a few minutes ago.
2 seconds ago, and I think was 72 the quarterback? That was Kyle McKnight, I believe. But, really, the whole purpose here, get these kids excited about football, get them to play in the junior high, and then progressively move up. And eventually, Southview and Admiral King will benefit from this.
24 is the fullback.
That's Orlando Pagan.
And that's the other thing we have to give as a disclaimer for the pronunciation
of names.
We'll
butcher them up, believe me.
And you're right, it is 72.
72, that's right. Kyle McKnight on a pitch to I'm going to assume it's Michael. I don't know. 22.
We'll call him LT.
Well, but if that's Michael, then good job, buddy. They're just motoring it down. We got 2nd and about 2.
And again, you do a high school game, you have 5 officials. You do a JV, you got 3.
Right.
You got one guy out there trying to do it all.
Spotting the ball. And, yeah, thanks a lot, buddy. We should have his name. Thank you very much.
And they do play 2 8-minute quarters.
2 quarters, correct. So here we go.
And each team will play twice because there's only 3 teams.
Right. 2nd down. 2 yards to go. We're in the I formation, as close as they can get to the I formation.
They've done a pretty good job of lining up.
Well, that's the first step. And there's the pitch. Razzle-dazzle. It's the halfback pass.
He's wide open.
Sidewinder. Oh, and he caught it. McKnight caught it, I think.
Yes,
That's nothing. The third play, you run the tailback sweep, then let the tailback throw the ball.
They intercepted it.
It was intercepted. Okay.
There were two people fighting for the ball there, and now we're back to the red team, which is the Jaguars. And there at the bottom, you'll see the names of the elementary schools. The red team's from Jacinto and Tony Morrison.
Correct.
And here's the replay. Joe's going to show us the replay. And we're
with this sun, you can't see it.
Yeah, we can't see a thing. And then the green team is from the East and South Lorain. So that's the schools that are involved. A couple more of the rules. All linemen must be in a three-point stance. There's no safety or corner blitzes. Linebackers must be 2 yards off the ball. Look at the size of some of those. Look at the size of number 70 in the red.
He's a big guy. Yeah. But then look at the guys playing right next to him. 60. Now, but, hey, this is great. And, you know what I like? They're in a tight formation. They're just learning how to play the game. They're not worrying about spreading the field and trying all kind of fancy stuff.
Delayed handoff.
Well, it was delayed because they dropped the ball. But number 10 was Anderson was the quarterback. Malik? Am I saying that right?
Yeah, Malik.
Malik Anderson was the quarterback, and 22 was Dax Kohler. He was the tailback. And the reason it was a delay was that Anderson dropped the snap, so he had to pick it up and hand it to him. It was a nice gain of 9 yards, so we got 2nd and 1.
You know, we just have to keep reiterating the fact that everybody out here is volunteer. The coach's staff.
Yes.
I mean, you got guys giving up their Saturdays probably plus 2 nights a week to practice.
And they've been going since when high school football started, middle of August. And this is the finale to the whole thing today.
Oh, that's good. What a beautiful day.
2nd down. Yes, exactly.
Oh, I think we dropped the snap again. I think maybe the green team has it.
And there's another fumble
turnover.
And a turnover.
And it's 22. Whoever 22 is with the green team.
Yeah, 22. I'm telling you, that's got to be Michael Fitch. I'm thinking. Because I don't see a 20.
Well, what we'll try to do is to find out between games if they can give us a name.
An updated thing.
So what we can do is, while we have a little break in the action here, the red team, the Jaguars, number 8 is Nicholas Kohler. Number 10 is Malik Anderson. Number 17 is Javier Wilson. 19 is Malik Ivy. 20 is Malik Lee. 3 Maliks on one team.
That gets confusing.
We'll pick that up in a minute here.
Here we go, McKnight under center here.
So they're on defense now.
There's the pitch. Oh,
we're going to razzle again.
Oh, no, I'm thinking you never give. Oh, my. Here we go. We're cutting, we're bobbing, we're weaving. He's got an open field. Wait a minute.
Nice tackle there.
And there's a gain of 10 yards.
Number 72 for the red team is Tyrese Blair. We'll pick back up with number 22 is Dax Comer. 24 is Johnny Perrigan. 25 is Brandon Gaines. 28 is Malcolm Jamerson. 29 is Darquea Adams. 35 is Aaron Neal. 42 is Justin Simons. 50 is Roger Jones. 54 is Raekwon Tipton. 60 is Tyrell Burton. 63 is Louis Santiago. 70 is Clayton Breeds. 72 is Tyrese Blair. 80 is Tony Perrigan. And 82 is Roland Reddick for the red team, the Jaguars.
And there's McKnight under Robert Christ. There we go. They like this play.
Yeah, they do. And number 70, Clayton Breeds on the tackle for the red team.
There. Nice job by Clayton.
And again, they're only playing 80-yard field,
right,
so if you can see the sticks, you'll see it's 2nd and goal because they only go to the –
correct.
They moved it up.
And it looks like they got to go about, what would you say, about 8 yards at the most? Yeah.
Because they're on the 10 and they got to go.
Here we go. We got coming up on 5 minutes to play. And I'm just guessing, Barry, but I'm thinking it might be a pitch. Do you think?
They're going to come up with something razzle-dazzle there.
Well, the pitch and then the pass off the pitch. And, you know, the sun beating in this window is killing us. We can't-
We need to get shades put up here. See if Brian Corey can give us.
Well, yeah, they've got money in the budget for that, I'm sure. Here we go. We got a little split end. We got Steve
flank.
Johnson. Steve Johnson is split to the left.
Got a slot left. 19's not sure where to go.
Get in the backfield. Power eye look. And run the same play. He said, oops, I'll go this way. Oh, no. No.
Oh, he broke the tackle.
Broke the tackle. Power running there. Bud.
72 had him. Tyrese Blair had him deep in the backfield, and they broke, and to use our favorite word on Friday nights, a plethora
That's
of red
right.
teams.
And Clayton was there again. Good job by the big guy on defense. So now we are down to 3rd and goal from about the 11-yard line. Should be very interesting here. Clock ticking down. I tell you what, 2 quarters might seem like an eternity to these kids.
It might.
Yeah, and here's the beauty though. There's like 4 subs on one side and about 4 subs on the other side. I mean, that's all they've got is about 15, 16 kids.
So 2 quarters is.
Right. They started out. Brian Corey said they started out with 90-some kids in the program, and naturally you get a few kids to quit and things like that. But he says that they're down about 60, 70 kids, which is good. And maybe next year, this was the first year, maybe next year they get a few more and get this program going.
Well, you know, they're playing in the Elyria schools, which has been doing it for years.
Right.
They're kind of taking their lumps on that end of the program, but that's what you got to learn here. Oh, we got to delay a game.
Oh, man. Well, see, this is the kind of deal, though. If you score, it could be 100. It doesn't matter because it's going to be a long play or it's going to be a nothing. You know what I mean? And you know what? We even got some parents in the stands, which is kind of nice. Come and see the kids play. Yep. It's a big deal to these kids.
Oh, we got a new tailback. Same play, but a new tailback, number 50.
Number 50, which is Dustin Watts.
You know, Bob, for those of us that have been around a long, long time in Lorain.
Wait a minute, not too many longs in there.
A long, long time. We used to come here on Saturday mornings, the 5 junior highs. We played 7th grade games here.
Yes.
Do you remember those?
Oh, yeah.
Masson and Longfellow.
Correct.
Whittier and Hawthorne.
And they used to have...
And Irving would go over behind the...
Right. And they had the same kind of... They always played... the first game was what they called the medical fund game.
Yes.
And everybody played a couple of quarters.
Right.
Oh, yeah. That was back in the day.
That was the 8th graders. And then on Saturdays, the 7th graders.
Correct.
I remember Steve Ashton was coaching, Red Kohler. We'd come over here and just run against each other. And it was a lot of fun every Saturday morning, but we played behind the stadium.
On the practice field.
All 5 junior highs were here, all 5 7th grades. And this is a step in the right direction for that.
All right, here we go. We're trying to get lined up. Is he man in motion? No, he's just getting over there.
Another tailback. Same play, number 24.
That's Pagan.
And the tackle for the red team, 35 is Aaron Neal. The other thing, Bob, that's got to be a big thrill for these kids is to play in the stadium. Tim and I talk about that when we do the junior high games.
Yes.
Just to be in the stadium. Some of these names, 5 years from now, we'll be
talking on Friday nights.
We'll be talking about them on Friday nights.
When we do the games on WEOL, and of course, you know, with Joe Bach, they're always on the locals.
WLCS, right.
The double, you know what Joe says about his station. It's almost Hollywood. It's close, man. It's close.
He's getting there.
I'm telling you.
He's expanding.
He's this guy, I don't know how he can do all the things he does.
He's a man.
Yeah, well, and he's got a lot of gear. That is his own stuff. He's a volunteer kind of guy. You talk about volunteering. There's the guy that's volunteering. All right. Switch it over. Here we go again. And another. Well, let's just stay right where we were because the Jaguars fumbled and the Green Machine recovered.
Yeah, it's. We got another official. We got 2 now. Somebody showed up.
That guy's actually got a uniform.
Yes, he does. He looks pretty good, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
He doesn't have a hat on, though. He's going to be...
He's kind of a tall, thin guy. I was never that thin, Barry. How about you? Were you ever that thin?
No.
You brought those donuts today, man. I didn't. You know, I've been good. I haven't eaten donuts today. You brought, and I had to eat a dozen. What's up with that? Timeout.
Well, you made up for the
Green
year you
Machine.
didn't have any.
That's it. We're going to have 1st and 10 when we come back. 3:15 to go in the first quarter.
Your one-stop place for something really special is Impressions, corner of Oberlin Avenue and Tower Boulevard. T-shirts and sweatshirts personally designed to your specific needs. Anything from bears, trains to zebras, and specially designed hats as well. And don't forget Impressions, your one-stop spot for school jackets. See Dave, the designer expert at Impressions, Oberlin Avenue at Tower Boulevard, right here in Lorain.
Welcome back to George Daniel Field. Situation is 1st and 10 on a fumble recovery. We got the Green Machine going against the Jaguars, and there's no score in this game. 2-quarter round-robin affair this afternoon or this morning, and 3:15 to go in the first quarter. Each team's they're going to play 2 quarters. Oh, here's the reverse. Here we go. Steve Johnson,
nice cut.
On the eventual hand, a nice cut coming back. He's zigzagging around. There you go.
Nice cut.
Got himself a few yards. It looks like he got a first down because everybody's moving over there.
Thing is, there were 3 handoffs there from the center of the quarterback and then the pitch to the tail. And
at this level, if you get 3 handoffs and no fumble, that's a major. That's a good job.
Well, the red team would be real happy if they could get 3 handoffs.
But again, like you said, they haven't had that many practices, Barry. I mean, they don't practice every night like a high school team does. So you practice a couple nights a week. And for some kids, this is the absolute first time they've ever played the game.
Well, I'm thinking they probably spent the first 3 practices teaching the kids how to put their uniform together.
Oh, exactly.
Put the pads where they. I mean, look what you do when you give freshman kids.
Remember now this will date you, Barry, but remember the old days when those thigh pads. They weren't like universal left. There was definitely a left and a right. And if you put them in the wrong side, those points were there. And if you did a deep knee bend, you knew you put them in wrong.
and we would be bad enough we'd tell the kids.
Oh, no, well, it's a learning situation. So here we go. We got second down. It must be 1st and goal. They didn't switch the thing. Here, there it is.
It hit him right in the hands.
Worst place possible.
Number 70, Clayton Breed has made a lot of tackles.
And that was Malik Hope was the ball carrier or attempted ball carrier.
I tell you what, though, both teams, they get them in a huddle, they get their plays out. We haven't had a penalty for a motion or offsides. I mean, that's a step in the right direction.
Exactly. It's fundamental kinds of things, and they got to learn how to do that. And what better place than here? You coached for a long time, and I did too. You can do all those drills. I don't care what kind of things you do, but you really learn how to play the game by playing the game.
Oh, and the contact.
Exactly. And even in practice, I think you'll agree. You do all those drills all day, and then the last half hour when you went live, scrimmage, that's when everybody lit up, man. They were, you want to play the game.
Well, I don't
know
that he was supposed to get that.
Robert Christ, he said, you know what? I'm going to take that. It was just kind of hanging there.
And that's another nice thing. They don't have a rule by number. Like in high school football, you can't carry the ball if you're 68 or unless you're in a position.
But they're limited. They're limited on. I mean, you can't have 1,000 jerseys and all that kind of stuff.
Now I know years ago when they had some of these leagues like this, they always put like a piece of tape on the kid's helmet. A stripe.
Yeah, so you knew he was a big guy or a little guy.
He was a big guy. You remember that? Like a CYO or whatever, they put the tape on the helmet?
Well, we got a 4th down situation. It's 4th and goal, and they got a long way to go.
I tell you, the defensive coordinator for the red team's done
a magnificent job. Kind of resembles a fire drill, but that's okay.
Well, you know what? Their best offense is their defense.
Right. Here we go.
They have shut down that green running game. That sweep has been
shotgun. The shotgun. Holy moly. Well, he's got everybody in front of him. Nice cut. Another cut down the sideline. Oh, here we go. Touchdown.
Oh, my.
And no flags. Touchdown. I'm assuming that's Michael Fitch.
I'm assuming he's number 22. That's what.
Right, but it says 20 here, but that's okay.
We will try to get that clarified. But there's a nice 4th and forever.
And they came up with it. Here's my only question here on this Green Machine. They got 2 number 19s on the roster. We'll worry about that if they're both in the game at the same time.
So how do we know which one's the quarterback and which one?
I don't know.
All right.
But I'm not worried about it.
I'm not either. Just don't want any irate parent calling up Joe Bach and saying you kept announcing the wrong play.
But you know what? And not to make an excuse, but You know, those coaches, they got a million things that they're worrying about.
And the
Getting a perfect roster is like the very last thing on their mind. Okay, we're having a little discussion here. I'm not sure what it's about.
We might have had a flag. Holding.
Holding.
On the green team. Oh.
Michael is going to be upset.
Oh, there was a flag. We just didn't see it.
We didn't see it in his glare. Oh, marching that baby off. Holy.
And again, all penalties are 10 yards and 5.
Right. Well, you know what? If I'm the coach of the green machine, I think I'm running that same play.
I might even go the same way.
The same way. Give it a shot.
And we're down to our last 20 seconds.
Yep. Now, I do have to ask Joe Bach one thing to make sure that Tim Elkhorn never sees this play-by-play that I'm doing here, because he'll never let me live it down. I told him last night, we were over at Brookside, I said, Tim, I'm breaking in, and I told him what we're doing. He just started laughing. He says, have fun.
Well, you know, you're talking
Tim's
about
a good guy.
You're talking about the rosters. Tim and I did a junior high game a couple weeks ago. They gave us the rosters in alphabetical order.
Oh, the worst. Oh, man, you can do by the number. Oh, exactly.
No, we had alphabetical order. We couldn't find anybody.
I had one time. They did it by grade. They had like freshmen, sophomores. I said, you couldn't find a kid if your life depended on it. Here we go. Here's the reverse. Back to,
he did fake him out.
He did. He's got an open field. It's up to 10. Oh, wait a minute. Oh.
2 guys tackled number 22.
That was a great fake.
And he's a little slow getting up. Number 70, Clayton Breeds, let him know you don't want to be carrying the ball into my territory.
And that was Steve Johnson that ended up with the ball, number 80.
The only problem is the ball went the other way.
Yeah. Okay, should be a change of possession now. Well, that's a quarter. So we're going to change ends probably, or I don't know if they even want to do that. Another 8 minutes.
You know what? I wouldn't change the ends. Oh, they are going to, because he just marked it off.
Well, you know, that's part of the rule. You got to play. The rules are the rules. And, you know, I was reading in the paper today. Tell me what you think about this. About some kid, it was somewhere, he was wearing a jersey that had been retired back in the 30s. And, you know, it's a kid, he doesn't know. But, you know, Coach, how dumb are you? You got to know what jerseys are retired in your school system. And they said, well, what's the big deal? He could have wore it to the end of the season. No. It's retired. In honor of somebody for some reason, then you don't wear it. I mean,
be played a year and a half before someone figured it out.
It seems pretty simple to me. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back. Welcome back. We are at George Daniel Field, and we've got the Jaguars with 1st and 10. And, well, there's a...
Oh, they got the snap
They
off.
got the
there
snap.
You go.
That's good. And that's...
Oh, big hit there. But they did get the snap, and that's a step in the right direction.
And that's Malik Anderson on just a quarterback keeper to the left. And here we got the coach sending in the play. This is going to be another Malik Levy.
Coach, what's overtime rules? I don't know, but I'll do the rosters. Here comes a timeout for the green team. While we'll do that, I can do the rosters of the green team. We have number 8, Justin Valdez. Number 10, Isaiah Rosario. Number 17, Marcus Burton. Number 19, Kyle Shreves. Number 19, Anthony Ramos. Number 20, Michael Fitch. Number 24, Eduardo Pagan. Number 25, Nicholas Potts. Number 29, Andres Ortiz. Number 30, Kelvin Tidmore. Number 35, Jose Alvarado. Number 42, Matt Arroyo. Number 44, Malek Hope. Number 50, Dustin Waits. 52 is Avante Evans. 54 is Sebastian Waits. We must have brothers or cousins. Number 60, Daniel Brenner. 63 is Randy Hobson. 65 is Christian Corlew. 68 is Robert Christ. 71 is Larry Brown. 72 is Kyle McKnight. 74 is Dante Dower. 80 is Steve Johnson, and 82 is Isaiah Garza.
You know, I wish we had the names of the coaches because they are volunteers, and we could give them a shout-out.
They did not put their name on here. So
well, they want to stay in the background. You know, that's cool. That's part of it.
And, a hat off to Brian Corey for organizing this and getting them in the stadium. And
this is a big deal. Okay, we had a loss of 2, so we got 2nd down and about 12. Back on about the, what are they on? Well, it's hard to tell because they're on the 15-yard line of their 80-yard field.
At
Here
this,
it comes.
wide open. Oh, nice cut.
Brandon Gaines,
Nice
he's on his
cut.
way.
He's gone.
Can he do it? Can he do it? We need a cut. No, he just threw it into overdrive, buddy. There you go. Nice run. That thing, that was a long run.
Yeah.
That was about 70 yards. I mean, they were on about their own 5-yard line, that 80-yard field. Great run. Yes, indeed.
And
wait a minute. Wait a minute. We got a flag down at this end. It might be after.
He tackled him after the goal line.
Oh, he right. Didn't have to do that.
Oh, he's picking it up.
It is confusing because you got the numbers. See, like you got the 30 painted on the field, but on the side it says 20. So you got to remember.
Well, I think what they did was they moved it about 10 yards.
Right, from both ends.
From
yes.
both ends.
Yes.
Here's the replay.
Here's the replay.
We can't see a thing, so.
There's a nice blur.
There's a nice block. We'll see a nice cut in, down, out. Nice cut. Got a nice block. And
Brandon, he is picking them up and laying them down, buddy.
this, this defensive back took the right angle.
But he just wasn't quite quick enough. Yeah.
He just took right off past him.
And again, the Jaguars are from Jacinto and Tony Morrison, and the
Green Machine is from East and South Lorain.
East and South Lorain.
Now, there's the other thing. There's a lot of little yellow things out there on the field, but they must not be flags.
Right.
You see them where the players are right now? Then there's one down here in the end zone.
Yeah.
So it must be left over from homecoming last night or whatever.
Now, here again, if you throw the ball and catch it for the extra point, it's 2. If you run it in, it's 1. Encourage the more difficult thing to do at this level.
Oh, there was a. Yeah.
I'm just guessing, Barry, but if they kick it, they probably get 10.
Yeah, if they could line up and kick it, they could get 10.
Yeah. Well, now we go. Okay, we had a penalty, some kind of motion, I guess, huh?
It's right. If you're rewarding the most difficult.
Oh yeah, but see, then you'd have to move it that. Oh man, because you got a short field, they have to go down on the part they don't play. I don't think they want to get that far yet. You know.
Well, they don't even do that in junior high. They don't even.
Right.
They don't even punt and kick off.
Correct. Correct. Here we go. Oh, that's not going to work.
No. 72 for the green team. Is there a 72? Yep, Kyle McKnight.
And it was
thwarted the run.
Anderson again on the keeper.
You're talking about kicking and running. I remember a coach told me they played at the school that was a pretty tough neighborhood. And his team was warming up, and they kicked the ball into the parking lot, and the kid wanted to go get it, and the policeman said, "No, you're not going to get there." So the coach went over to the home coach, and he said, "What do you do when you score down here?" He said, "We go for 2."
Go for 2. That usually works.
Yeah,
but talking about this program and the junior high and everything, the other day I went over to Oakwood Park and watched the Whittier boys practice. Those are all these guys, Ricky Hands, Tommy Bauer, Terry King. They were over there and working those kids out, and it was really cool to see. I mean, they're just very basic things, but they've got some kids in the program. They're playing the game. They enjoy the game. They're making it fun. And hopefully those kids eventually will feed Southview. And I'm sure they got the same thing going on this side of town. But that's what you got to have. You got to get those junior high, these little kids, get those programs going, and then those kids want to play in the high school. And there's no reason you can't have 75 kids on Southview and Admiral King's rosters.
And as being a head coach, one of your most important coaches was your freshman coach.
Oh, for sure.
Football. He had to be like the most knowledgeable other than maybe you.
In my case, he probably was the most knowledgeable. But
here we go, the pitch. The pitch is getting a little taller each time. Did you notice that? We are switching here.
We're switching sides.
You have to understand.
That was Dustin Waits again. There's just something about seeing a ball carrier wearing number 50, but that's okay.
Well, Fridge wore 72, didn't he?
What? Yeah. You're dating yourself, Barry.
I know. Yeah, we talked about that, aren't we? Like dinosaurs?
There's for sure.
Compare notes on cell phones, and what does your phone do? It rings and calls out. That's what that's what I needed to do.
I can't even push the right letter to have that screen come up. These kids, they send messages. I don't understand. My thumbs aren't that quick.
No. I wouldn't know, I want to get an N. How do I know how to get it when it's LMN on the phone? I'd need 26 bucks.
There we go, another pitch left.
I tell you what,
A pickup of about 2 or 3 yards.
The red team really gets to the ball. There was probably 5 or 6 little guy, number 8, Nicholas Kohler.
Yeah, Nick was in there. Now, Nick is not. Now, look, when your number goes in your pants, when you tuck your shirt in, that makes you a little guy. But you know what? Nick, like you said, in 4 or 5 years, we'll be talking about Nick up here on a Friday night making big plays for one of the local teams.
Again, we go back to our coaching days. You remember some of them little guys you think, he's going to get hurt, and they played with no fear.
No fear. That's right. Yeah. That's like Coach Bauer was telling me. He was talking to one of those Whittier kids about, you're going to wrestle? You see, I'm thinking about wrestling. He says, well, what do you want to do in wrestling? He says, state champ. That's the way to do that. I mean, that's what you call positive thinking. I'm state champ.
I don't even know if he has state champ in junior high, but yeah, that's what.
No. I mean, I think he thought eventually, the first chance he could do it, he's going to do it. You want that positive thinking, and we've got a timeout here, and maybe we'll take a break. We're back. It's 3rd down and about 6 yards to go for the Green Machine. Big play right here. Oh, it's another one of those reverse kind of things, and we're just going to zigzag around.
Oh, there we go. We were talking about
Michael Fitch again. I'm making that assumption.
How this would be an eternity for 2 teams. One of these teams has to come back and play again.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so 4th down, and they lost a yard, so it's 4th down and about 8. Let's see. Well, I know one thing. They don't do any – I know they can't punt. You just give the other team the ball, but that hasn't been the case so far.
No.
Everybody goes for it.
And I would think you would want to say we're going to punt it
and
give them 20 yards down the field.
Now they just changed it. Now it's 3rd down. I'm confused, but that's my normal state of affairs.
We do better that way. And if Alcorn says too much about us, we'll have him come do this.
Well, yeah, he's like on the air right now playing fun and games with Cam Doc Brown and Z Zoltai doing the Saturday morning wrap-up show. And on that show, there are numerous times when he takes shots at me because I'm the old guy. I mean.
Alcorns take shots at everybody.
Well, that's true. That's true.
It's a wonder he's still alive, or is he with his back up against the wall? Because, man, there's got to be a bounty out on that guy.
All right, here we go. 4th and about 8. Let's see what happens here. Now, it is 4th down. Man, it was 3rd, 4th. Here we go. I'll bet you it's a reverse. Throw it to him.
Just a big sweep. The Greenbow Packer sweep. Oh, he fell down.
Fell down. Oh, so you know what? I'm going to say, no, son, you're down. You're down. There you go.
Well, the referee didn't blow the whistle, so.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing about Alcorn. He has an incredible, photographic memory because he looks at the roster one time.
Oh, I don't know how he does it.
I don't either. He's amazing.
Yeah. And he does.
I won't go any further than that.
Well, we'll pick on him, but he is the voice of football in Lorain County. There is no doubt.
Hey, we just do a junior high game, and they hand him a roster, and he looks it over and says, okay, I'm ready. Yeah. You can have that. I got it.
I told him, I said, Tim, what should I say when we're up there? He said, just give him down, distance, and time. I said, okay. So it's 4th and about 8, and the time on the clock is 5:17.
Well, it should be 1st down now. Should be first
going
down
the other
for
way.
The red team.
Well, I was waiting for the change, so here we go. We got 1st down. Now this is the
That's why I didn't understand.
Jaguars are now on offense. Now the last time the Jaguars had the big play, they cracked it off.
That's why I didn't understand why they didn't take the punt.
Correct.
And move them 20 yards down the field.
And I believe on that last series, if I'm not saying, it was Brandon Gaines had that long run of about 50, 60 yards for the only score in the game.
Because right now, Bob, they only got 15 yards for a touchdown.
Yeah. It could have been a
17 yards.
Could have been a coaching faux pas.
Yeah. Well, you know what happened.
I've seen that. You know what? I've seen that at the big-time level. So,
I'm thinking that maybe the head coach made that decision.
That might.
The assistant was busy. And
Right.
I remember one time at Admiral King.
Here we go. Down memory lane.
We kicked off into this hurricane wind. So I asked the captain, I said, how does this happen? We should either get the wind or the ball. We can't
Right.
lose both.
Right.
He said, well, we're going to get the ball in the fourth quarter.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I think we played all 4 quarters into the wind.
Yes. Well, that's just, for the heck of it.
And we kicked off into this hurricane. I said, this is nuts. And being the defensive coordinator, I said, I don't think I want to do this. Why are they getting the ball at probably midfield?
Because the kid that made that decision was 17 years old. Now we'll get another timeout. So we'll be back after this. We're back. And the Jaguars have a 1st and 15 situation on about the 20-yard line. There's a handoff. Oh, halfback pass. They like that halfback pass.
That's the other team. That was the green team that ran the halfback pass.
Well, the good coaching. You see what the other guy did, and you do the same thing. That was Dax Comer that caught that pass. Nice, took it down. And they are about, see, that's the other thing without, you got 2 volunteer officials. It's hard to spot the ball, but they're close to the goal line. They're going to be inside the 5, wouldn't you say, Barry?
Yeah, you want to talk about good coaching. Now, they only have 1 official watching the line of scrimmage, and the red team puts their wide receiver opposite him.
Oh, yeah.
And he goes in motion like Canadian or indoor
Sure, just
arena football. But if he was out there, that'd have been a penalty. But see, he's down here.
That's good. That's
good
called
coaching.
Good coaching. That's right.
So it's first and goal.
First and goal, yeah, about 3 yards. So we should see the glom play. Just everybody go straight ahead. Let's see what happens.
Number 10, you can hardly see his number also.
Yeah, number 10.
About.
Yeah, that's Anderson, I believe. Split backs. Up, put it on the ground. And the green recovered.
We're supposed to mention another thing. Maybe in the background you hear a voice, and that is the voice of Jeff Dudziak, who's running the clock and helped put all this together and got the rosters. And
you know what? That's a lot of work. You think it's a simple job, but there's a lot of logistics and things going on there. But hey, the Green Machine recovered that fumble on the 2-yard line, so they're looking at the 78-yard drive here,
tying drive.
Right, with 4:59 to go. They could do it.
This will probably be their last possession. The other thing is we were looking.
Of course, we do. The score is that would tie the game because the Green Machine is losing to the Jaguars 6-0.
We were looking to see if they had less than 6 timeouts each in the rules.
And if the timeouts were 5 minutes or 4 minutes.
Yeah, we're trying to see if we have any rules about timeouts, rules and regulations.
Well, here we go. They're going to run the ball, obviously, out of the end zone. So now, timeout. What are we doing? Was that a delay?
No, but I'm reading.
Penalty? How can you? So they lost a yard and a half. It was on a 3. Now they need a 78.5 yard drive. Yeah. You're good at that math, Barry.
I was reading the rules here. They do have a sticker on their helmet.
Oh, for size?
Yes.
Yeah.
And they have to weigh in with their equipment on.
Wow.
Must have the pads,
everything
pants,
that they wear.
shoes,
here we go.
Everything.
Stacked eye formation. Throw it back to the back
stumble.
guy. Oh, here we go. Now
That's the other 19.
That's the other 9. Yeah, we're not.
Oh, we're switching here?
Yeah.
We were only given 1 roster, so we have to.
So that was either Ramos or Shreves. I'm not sure who, but it was, Kyle or Anthony. And they got it out of the shadow of their own end zone at least. 8-yard gain, 7-yard gain. 2nd and 3. That clock keeps ticking away. 4:25. Guys, where do I line up? I don't know. Where do you line up?
Just get up there and
I'll
stand
get up
still.
there.
As long as you got 7 up there.
That's it. Well, that's one guy from the backfield had to go into the line. Here we go. Zigging and zagging.
And, the red team would be very content just to let them do this.
Oh, they should. Yes, exactly, because they're winning.
They're in their prevent defense.
So you know what? I'm thinking, the way they don't have that many players. So I've seen guys run in the backfield and be a guard, and then So everybody knows everybody else's position, which is also good. You got to understand the complete game. You go from tailback to tackle.
Well, how many times did you ever take a guard that missed a block and get your tailback smacked? Say, now you go back there and run the ball, nobody block for him, and see what happens. This is what happens when you don't block.
No, what we did do was take a guard and make him a fullback.
Well,
We've done that.
No, you took all your guards and you threw them balls, and the one that could catch it became a fullback.
What, for that one pass a game?
Yeah, one pass a season, but that's how you determined if he had hands in case he had to carry it.
I remember we had a meeting one time, a league meeting on what football they wanted to use and all this kind of stuff. Come back to that after this play. Here we go. It's a flip.
Yeah,
We're giving up ground.
Oh, big tackle. Number 72. We've made Tyrese Blair.
Yes.
Back to your football.
Well, and we had this meeting, and Vern Long, who's still coaching today, had this thing. Vern was Trent said he liked to throw the ball. He's the first guy to use the shotgun and all that stuff. He said, you know, guys, if we use the Wilson TD, it's an easier ball to throw and all. And they went around the table, and they come to me. He said, Bob, what do you think? I said, you know what? We could play with a brick. I don't care, because you just hand it to the guy and just run. You know what I mean?
I used to coach with Harvey Herman. One day went out to practice and they forgot the balls. They said, send the manager back. He threw his hat out there. He said,
run with it.
We'll use this too.
That's all you need. I mean, there's, you know.
You can't punt a brick, though, right?
Elkhorn loves to, go on fourth down. Elkhorn always says, you know, I like to run the ball. I did run my tailback 50 times one game, though. And we won. Oops. Oh, boy.
Wow. Number 70, Clayton Breeds.
You know, we have mentioned Clayton's name several times.
He's probably got 10, 12 tackles.
Yes. And he's also got that sticker on his helmet. Say, Clayton, don't even think about you running the ball, buddy.
I don't think he put a sticker on his helmet.
That is right. So that was a big loss. We got about 3rd and 15.
And we got less than 2 minutes.
It's cranking on down.
Let's go see if we get into the 2-minute drill.
But again, though, the Jaguars are loving this. They're sitting on a 6-0 lead and just hoping that clock will run down. And away it goes. With 1:30, they got about one play left.
Yeah, because they've taken like 30 seconds to do this one.
Here we go. Get them lined up. Whose turn is it to play tackle? 65. Get in there, buddy. Christian Kohler.
Timeout. Another timeout. They got timeout. The green team has got delay a game.
We're going to stay right here and do a little more chit-chat.
Well, you know, you were talking about making your guards your fullbacks. I mean, Woody Hayes was notorious for recruiting fullbacks and making them guards and tight ends.
Correct. He went the other way and was a master at doing that. Yep.
I remember, this is back in again, Fred Pogach, who ended up playing tight end. He said he went to Ohio State. He was an all Pennsylvania fullback, and he said he meets this guy and he meets this guy, and he said he walks in the dining room. He said he saw the biggest man he's ever seen in his life, and he goes, man, am I going to love running behind that guy. He walked up and he said, hi, I'm Fred Pogach. I'm a fullback from Pennsylvania. This guy said, hi, my name's Pete Johnson. I'm a fullback from Texas. He said, Woody called him in. He said, son, you'll gain 10 pounds a year and you'll be the starting tight end at Ohio State.
That's it. And probably get drafted into the NFL.
And Fred went on to be quite a tight end at Ohio State, but
yes.
He said biggest man he's ever seen in his life.
Big Pete. Pete scored a lot of touchdowns. Didn't have a lot of yards, but he was good from the 2 in.
I don't think he had 100. He may have been the only player in football to score more touchdowns than have yards.
That could be. But I tell you one thing. You talk about that. What do you always call it? The robust T down on the goal line. His red zone proficiency was very good. Yep. But those current Buckeyes, man, snuck up there to number 4.
I don't know
the team that wasn't supposed to have anything. There's your boy again.
Yeah, that could be a safety. He did get a safety.
A safety.
That kind of locks up the victory.
That takes care of the missed extra point down there. There you go. So that was Clayton gets 2 points.
Yeah. He's their second leading scorer.
That's the only way that he could score would be to tackle a guy at safety. Yeah, that's good.
He didn't advance the ball, so.
And we've got 1 minute and 11 seconds to go.
Now the ball should come out to like the 30 or the 40 or wherever they start.
And you know, the safety was always the greatest play because you scored points and then you got the ball. I mean, how cool is that? That whoever thought that up was, I like that.
Now, when this game started off, the green team looked like they were going to be unstoppable.
Exactly. They had those wide plays going and the double reverses and all that
remember,
kind of
they
stuff.
did have a touchdown call back.
They did. That's right. You had whatever the procedure call or something.
They had a hold.
The hold.
They had a holding.
The old holding call. Yep. Used to tell those kids, "You're holding. Do you ever run the ball?" "No, I don't." "Well, then how can you ever make up that yardage that you just cost us? You can't."
Talk about somebody's got to be good with math. How about these two officials?
Oh,
they got to subtract and add yards because it says 50, but it's the 40.
And don't look at the field, yeah. Don't look at the field.
Quit looking at that field. Look at those yard markers. And they only have the 2 to work from. They only have the 10 and the 20.
Yes.
On each side, so they have to really do some add and subtract.
So here we go. Now the question is, will the Jaguars be happy just running out the clock?
No.
Or are we going to go for the throat one more time? Jacinto Morrison on the attack here. And another. Jacinto Morrison, poet and all that. There's nothing poetic about this.
No.
But Tony would be proud.
So would Frank Jacinto.
Yes, absolutely.
Guy spent all of his career in Lorain, in South Lorain, and named the building on the west side after him.
Well, why not?
Frank was a good guy. I knew him for a long time. They're going to dedicate the Tony Morrison building. It's either this weekend or next weekend.
That's just a block away from where I live.
Oh, look at
Here
this.
we go. Uh-oh.
Oh, he had it.
Oh, he's go. Oh, I'm not sure that was a planned play. Oh, here we go.
There's another
That's
touchdown.
Dax Comer. I'm not sure that was like what was really supposed to happen, but it happened.
And I'll bet you if we see the replay, we might have a few people downfield ineligible.
Don't worry about that.
I'm not worried about it. We have an injury. The kid that threw the touchdown. Pass. You don't even get to celebrate. He's
saying, man.
Here's the
Here it
replay.
comes.
And you're right, Bob. I think the guy was going to run it and said, this is their...
You know what? They're going to tackle me. What the heck? Meow. There you go, Dax. Pick him up and put him down, buddy. At the end of this game, Barry, I think I could wrestle at about 155 because I am wringing wet.
Oh, you know what?
We need a shade here.
That's the Lord taking those donuts back off of you.
Oh, we're burning. Something's burning up in there. I'm not sure what, but
it smells like bacon cooking in here.
We had chili last night over at Brookside. This lady makes it. Oh man, I mean they feed us really, really good. A little sour cream, a little cheese. My oh my oh my. And the pumpkin squares were outstanding. Oops,
big.
Yeah.
Yesterday I was telling somebody the garbage man came by my house and I went out to pick up the barrels and he young guy and I said, "Are you working hard?" He goes, "Nah." I said, "Well, you're sweating." He goes, "Well, that's because I'm fat." He's like 25 years old.
There you go. Well, I tell you, you're working for that outfit though. You do some running. I mean, they sprint up and down those streets.
He was so funny. He goes, "That's just because I'm fat."
All
That's
right.
why.
We've got
50 seconds.
50 seconds to go.
And we got 4 more quarters to go.
I'm good. I'm thinking about another half hour that sun's going to be up over the PB, and we'll be good. Please.
Yeah, it's getting up there.
Why couldn't it be cloudy this morning? Joe Bakke arranges everything. He couldn't arrange the cloudiness.
Well, who would think it's going to be 90 in October?
It's October. Yeah, wow.
And last night at the Indians game, I said it was so hot in that stadium.
The Nat invasion.
Yeah,
But hey, go Tribe, buddy. Love to beat those Yankees.
Somebody was pretty quick because the Yankees were doing all the complaining. They put a big thing on the scoreboard that said, "Bug off, Yankees."
All right, here we go. Green machine. Oops.
Now, I hope that the red team just kind of takes a knee here.
Yeah. See, that's always the greatest play is the victory formation.
Yeah.
Line them up, play 100.
They had a guy last night call in after the game, and he said that the problem that the Yankees were having is they were using bug spray, and the bug spray is for mosquitoes, and it draws the gnats. So the more spray that guy put on. But one Yankee fan behind me said, well, the reason he's having trouble is they don't have bugs in Hawaii where he's from.
Well, that could be. Yeah, you believe that? But if they're from the Bronx, they needed thug spray. You ever been to the Bronx?
No.
Oh.
I've been to Manhattan, but I wouldn't do the Bronx.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was another timeout.
But you know what? I'll give that pitcher credit. He didn't make any excuses. He said, hey, did what I had to do. I let my team down. Don't whine. Nobody likes a whiner.
Yeah, my kid.
Remember Paul O'Neill?
He was there last night. They had him on the field afterwards.
He was the whiner.
Oh.
Always whining and crying. He never did not swing at a strike. You know, if he got rung up, how could that be? I didn't swing it. It's not a strike.
Exactly.
The classic whiner.
My kid was telling me last night that all the years that Posada has played for the Yankees, he's never been on the DL.
Wow,
and that's incredible for a catcher to never be on the DL.
I do know if he stands up and picks his foot up off the ground, his knee probably comes out of the socket. He's all stretched out. That is tough work on those guys. You don't really bend down there about a zillion times every day and see if that doesn't stretch out your knees.
I don't know how they do it.
Yeah. Remember Manny Sanguillen from the Pittsburgh Pirates?
When he lay down.
He would sit down back there. He had one leg up the first base line.
And could get up and throw people out.
Oh, yeah. It could hit. He could hit.
He never saw a pitch he didn't like.
Oh, yeah. He was swinging coming out of the dugout. Here we go. We're going to try to run this clock out. 47 seconds. Jaguars, 1st and 10. Sitting on that big lead. 14-0. Here we come.
There goes the Arena Football League.
Here we go. Here we go. We got the corner.
He was out of bounds. Oh, nice game-saving tackle.
That's my boy Anderson again. He come rolling out of there like he meant business.
I saw a guy last night at the game come into bat, get into batting box, tap his bat on the plate, and it snapped in half.
Maybe that's why he was tapping it. He thought it was cracked.
Abreu just went and tapped like this, and it just snapped right at the handle.
That's why you love that. Who pitched last night for the Tribe? Carmona. When he pitches, the other team has to bring an extra dozen bats because he saws those things.
Oh,
he's got that
nasty.
Oh, man.
Slider, sinker.
Yeah, sinker at about 95 miles an hour.
I think he had 17 ground ball outs.
Pounded into the ground, yeah. Well, hopefully Westbrook will be on and we'll get the same thing, but they're coming in at about 80.
Yeah.
Maybe the Yankees will screw themselves into the ground trying to hit that thing. 1st and goal.
I just put the ball on the ground. There you go.
Oh.
Get him stopped. Blow the whistle before it. The green team, number 44.
Anderson going. Now that
Malek Hope.
They don't have to run another play, but you know they're going to try. 14.
You were talking about
14.
that guy in the Indians garb holding up the signs. Every sign he had one up, he had O-Rod.
They do rip on him for that.
O-Rod. He said.
But really,
for October.
He probably carried that team there for a month when they were really slumping.
Oh yeah.
That's it. Game over.
Game, set, and match.
So there we've got the Jaguars with a 14-0 win over the Green Machine. So we're going to take a break, and when we find out who's playing next in this round-robin affair, we'll be right back.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools, TV 20 WLCS.
To purchase a high-quality copy of the program you just viewed, please call Lorain City Schools Television at 282-8400.
Real education means great teaching.
Professors with real-world experience who care.
It means great jobs for recent graduates.
And being prepared for a great paying career.
That's why we hire LCCC graduates.
Low tuition, flexible classes, and LCCC credits transfer. LCCC is a great value.
Some of the best people you meet have something in common. Lorain County Community College and the University Partnership. Real education gets real results.
Lorain School Employees Credit Union, 4459 Oberlin Avenue, Lorain. If you're an employee of the Lorain Board of Education or an employee's family member, you're eligible for the lowest rates, the best products, and the friendliest service in banking with Lorain School ECU. Speak with us about a membership today and start reaping the rewards of membership with Lorain School ECU. Phone 440-282-4600.
This is your sports TV station in Lorain, WLCS TV 20.
We're back, and it's game 2 of this round-robin affair this morning at George Daniel Field. And now, Barry, we've got the green machine from the previous game going against the orange team, which are the Gators. And the Gators represent Lakeview, Garfield, Irving, and General Johnny Wilson.
And I went down to the field. I wanted to find out the 2 officials. I told them we were doing the TV broadcast, and I wanted to acknowledge them. It is Josh Jackson and Al Wiggins. And Al Wiggins coached at Southview for a couple of years. He was there last year. And I told him, I said, you guys are giving your time. We want to give you due on the radio. Yeah. And I said, we saw all those yellow things down there in the end zone. He said, they confused me. We looked at each other and said, did you throw a flag? Did you throw a flag? So if you notice, they went down and picked it all up.
Yes. Now, here's another little tidbit for all you parents. Granted, we've messed up a couple of numbers, but then we found out that what the guys are doing is trading jerseys in between games and plays, and
so everybody can wear number 22
or whatever number they particularly. So we're going to go through the numbers as best we can, but there's no guarantee that's your son.
Yeah. Once we sent someone down to figure that out, I said, "Oh, don't worry about it because it's."
Here we go. Sweep right. And now, I could be wrong, but I'm assuming that was Antonio Pagan.
And number 17,
maybe,
Marcus Burton. And what we'll do is we'll go down through I'll give you the orange rosters right away.
Right.
Number 8 is Nick Matejcek. Number 10 is Kendall Nelson. Number 17 is Raleek Davis. Number 19 is Austin Connor. Number 20 is Anthony Davis. 22 is Antonio Pagan. 24 is Arvil James. 25 is Jonathan Barnett. 28 is Jacob Miller. 30 is Anderson Brown. 35 is Kenneth Diaz. 42 is Eric Hall. 44 is Michael Messer. 52 is George Colvin. 54 is Darren Sturgill. 60 is Alex Tomaszek. And I know I'm going to mess this one up. 70 is Krisman Nimene. And number 83 is Rodolfo Perez. We had a penalty on that. We had a hold.
Krisman, that's the last time his name will be mentioned, because we're not going to screw it up anymore.
There's the last name. I can say Krisman.
Oh, I know, but you didn't hear me say his last name, did you? But, yeah, and I guess that was, Brian Corey was just telling us that, yeah, the kids, they all want to wear a certain number that makes I want to be that guy.
I want to be 23 like LeBron.
Well, yeah, it's related to the NFL. Because we got a thing here, who the kids are and what they want to do, favorite sport. It's every one of them. Favorite sport, football, good for them. What do I want to be? Become a professional football player.
All but 2.
All but 2. And what did those 2 want to do?
Nick Matejcek wants to create computer games. He wants to be a millionaire.
Well, there you go.
And the number 60, Alex Tomaszek, wants to be an engineer.
Good for you.
Do you think trains will still be around then?
Well, I've always, all the kids that I had that want to be engineers, they didn't know what train they wanted to get on.
Yeah.
That was the problem.
I don't know that was the engineer they're talking about. But you're right, they all.
But good for them, They're thinking about stuff.
Here's a good one. One of the kids, they said, your favorite sports team, he has Falcons, and in parentheses, pre-Michael Vick.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, one guy wanted the Yankees as his favorite team.
Oh, shame on you.
And the other guy, the Ravens. Oh, we're not even going to read them.
Don't even read them.
But they all want to be professional football players.
Well, you know what? Let's hope they become. Now, I know we've kind of fallen behind here.
We've had more flags in the first 3 plays.
Yes.
Than we did almost in the whole other game.
Well, I do know one thing. The green machine, I don't know if Joe can pan over and catch that green machine bench. Those guys have already played 2 quarters. Now, they're They're sitting there. They're tired. They're wore out. Now, if you come back down, Joe, to the orange bench over here, they're up. They're moving around. They can't wait to get in the game. Therein is the difference between played and not played.
And the other thing is the orange bench has 4. The whole bench is right with the coach.
That's it. Put me in, coach. Here we go. 1st and 10. And that's a good-looking play right there.
Number 35.
That looks like Kenneth Diaz.
Yep, Kenneth Diaz, you're right.
Okay, Kenneth. Nice run, buddy. And that is a 1st down, no flags. There you go. 1st down.
You got to give the coaches from the Gators credit. They have their players, their school.
Yes.
And everything's in order here. Numbers, names. Well done.
Very good.
Lakeview, Tony Morrison, Washington, Garfield, Irving.
There we go. We got like a wide wishbone look, a man in motion. Not sure he was supposed to be in motion, but that's okay. There's a procedure.
I told Al Wiggins he should have a white hat on if he's going to be the referee.
No, but you know what? Really, that's great. Those guys donate their time like that.
Well, you saw a couple weeks
Helping
ago,
those
was it
kids out.
in North Ridgeville, they had that where a coach came out and hit the referee.
Oh, he did. Oh, well, how dumb are you? Are you really?
He paid for it, though, because the referee turned and just cold-cocked
he
him.
gave
They showed his picture. The coach's picture in the paper. He had a big busted-up eye. Oh,
he jack-slapped him pretty good.
He come out. He just charged out and hit the referee.
See, and after the referee hit him, he said, and knocked him down, he said, that's for being stupid.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
really.
they threw one out forever and one out for the year.
Yeah.
So. Well, inside handoff. We haven't seen that.
Fullback play. Gained a couple. So now we're going to be 2nd down and about 14. And we got 6:36 to go.
You know, Bob, you guys do a lot of games around the county. Do you see more and more schools having their quarterback run to the side to get the play?
You know, I don't understand that.
Do you understand that at all?
No, unless the kid is also a cross-country guy. I don't understand that.
I've seen Admiral King. I mean, the Atkinson kid must run 5 miles a game just coming to get the play.
See, I always thought if you find a receiver or somebody, we used to use guards, but it gets another kid in the game. Here we go. Pitch to the right. That's Antonio Pagan. Nice run. Boy, they got the outside game. But going back to what you're saying, you know, I know the coach will say, well, they'll take the play in wrong. You know what? I don't think we ever had a guard screw that up. I mean, you practice it. It's like it's not that difficult.
No, and you, like you say, you put a wide receiver in, like you put a wide receiver. How many times you throw the ball to him?
Yeah, never. So it didn't. He could screw it up. It didn't matter.
Your plays were TBR and TBL, right? Tailback left, tailback right?
Well, we called it. It was 06. Was O meant the power, and 6 was the 6 hole, and it was 06, 07, 04, 05, 08, and 09. Pretty much in a bootleg off every one of those. And then what else you need?
Well, I was talking, I think it was to Tim, and the one year that when Admiral King, when we were back in the A's, were pretty good, we played Bucktown when they had Ricky Powers.
Oh, yeah.
They ran one formation. They didn't even go to the other side.
They had Ricky Powers. That was the answer. They had Ricky
ran
Powers.
Slot left. They didn't even go slot right.
No, why would you do it? Ricky liked going to the, to the one side that he did. Here we go. Fullback. Number 52. Looks like George Colvin. Okay.
And 54 is Darren Sturgill, the quarterback. And that's another thing that, not that we need to make excuses because we're just who we are, but we got numbers that we'd never have to worry about a 54 being a quarterback.
Yeah, you're looking, but that's good. But, hey, the sun is at least it's above the press box, but now it's reflecting off of the weight room on the other side, so that's right in our eyes. So we got that going for us, which is nice.
And the whole game has been played going south.
Correct. We don't want to go.
We've not done anything going this way.
No, you don't want to go north.
The lake's in the way, right?
I'm glad I wore my white shirt today.
Man, it's
You're wearing dark.
Yeah,
man. So here we are. We've got a A timeout, and it's, oh, there you go. He turned it around. Fourth in about a foot, huh?
Yeah, now
18 inches.
If we look out into the other side, we see a team all dressed in black.
And they went to the shade.
Yes, they did. I would say he was sitting right down here, and he said,
"No, we're going to the shade."
Now, that must be one of the Elyria schools coming in, because...
Correct. Well, you know. But, hey, how about this view, though? There we're looking at the new Johnny Wilson over there, and the new Washington. The new Washington. Here. I mean, but new buildings. I mean, it's kind of nice to see that.
Then he said like 7 or 8 now.
But thanks to all those smokers, you're killing yourself and giving us some tax money.
Oh, that didn't come from the smokers.
That came
from a special levy. They passed.
Well, they paid the difference.
52.
52 is George.
You know,
George running down there again. No, that was the tobacco money that the city passed to make the difference, which was a great bargain for the city.
We have an injured player here. You know, I'm thinking that third game might step up to be a pretty good matchup. The red and the orange, if we can tell the difference.
That's right. Oh boy, yeah, you're right. All right, now is that a good touch? That is the question. You always want to look for. They're setting the ball for the extra point. So it truly is. It's the Gators 6 and the Green Machine nothing. We've got an injured player, so we're going to take a timeout and be right back.
Your lawnmower needs serviced. Your snowblower doesn't work. Your riding mower needs repaired. Who are you going to call? To avoid all this frustration and for no mower worries, call Mark Furman Mobile Mower Service at 315-0250. Mark Furman Mobile Mower Service makes good old-fashioned house calls. Most services done on-site at your home when it's convenient for you. He's been servicing the area's power equipment needs for over 30 years, servicing most makes, including Sears, MTD yard machines, Briggs & Stratton, and other major name brands. Remember, for no mower worries and for fast, experienced professional service, call Mark Furman Mobile Mower Service at 315-0250.
Since 1921, your hometown financial professionals at First Federal Savings of Lorain have dedicated themselves to meeting the financial needs of their customers and surrounding communities. They offer a wide variety of financial investments as well as home mortgages to meet your every need. Loans on boats, cars, mobile homes, and other worthwhile purchases are also available. Whatever your financial need, First Federal Savings of Lorain is ready to help with 8 convenient locations to serve you in Lorain, Avon, Huron, Sandusky, Port Clinton, and now its newest location at Park Avenue and Levitt Road in Amherst. First Federal Savings of Lorain is an equal housing lender and FDIC insured.
We're back, and we're going for the extra point, which was, you know what, I'm thinking maybe you ought to get a point just for getting the playoff on the extra points.
Right.
That's a difficult thing for these kids to do.
And we get 2 points if they throw it, 1 if they run it, 10 if they kick it.
And the official's got this whole team in, and he's explaining something to somebody. Okay, so the situation is this. We've got the Gators winning 6-0 over the Green Machine, and the Gators they're kicking off right now. There's the official marching it off. He's going to kick off, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Green Machine when we get this going here. Obviously, 7th grade football.
I think they started
on elementary football. There's no kicking of any kind, no punts, no kickoffs, no punt returns, no kick returns, and they play on a short 80-yard field.
Start at the 30-yard line.
Correct.
After a touchdown. Oh, here, look at this now. It says here that team may elect to run 1 point, pass 2 points, kick 1 point.
Wow. But so they do have the kicking covered.
I guess. All right, I'll ask you a question, Mr. Coach from a long, long time ago. It says touchback. The ball will be put into play on the 30-yard line. How do we get a touchback in this game?
Well, we don't worry about that rule. That's simple. Yeah. No, that would be that. Right. I'm not sure how that would be. You're getting me complicated. Complicated.
Well, there's no kicking, so obviously
we're not worrying about those
touchbacks.
Things, yeah.
And here's the green team going to try again. And
stacked I with a split left. Here's the pitch. Up.
That's
now we found out. Yeah.
That is number 6. That was 65, Christian Corlow.
Right.
But he's 22 now.
Well, he traded jerseys with somebody that was.
He obviously traded with number 22, who's now number 65.
Yeah, that's probably the way that's working.
He said, if I'm going to carry the ball, I want to be 22.
Makes sense to me. And, you know, we do have a nice little crowd here. A few hundred people sitting around watching the games.
Yes, you
got to support the kids, man.
Yeah, you have to. If your kid's playing. The other nice thing is now they can go home and either – when's this game going to be on, Joe? Next week sometime?
Next week you can watch it again.
Well, when it's on, they can tape it and send it to Grandma and do whatever.
Exactly. Or, yes, that is true, though. Any sporting event that is on TV can be purchased from Joe Bach. All you got to do is call him over there at
282-8400.
That's it. And Joe will hook you up, and it's a small fee. It's not much, but
it's a DVD. Nice burnt.
Exactly right. Here we go. Corlow again.
Nice tackle. You know, the other thing they can do, Bob, is as a coaching standpoint, you could now watch the game with your kids and say, this is what I've been trying to tell you for however many weeks.
There's something about actually watching yourself do that.
And they're supposed to stop the piling on, but we're getting better here.
But, you know, sometimes that's fun.
Right, it's hard. Here's the replay, and we're... And here they come.
Ooh, yeah. That was pretty good. I'd give him about a 6 on that dive.
What was the degree of difficulty, though? Was it
pretty simple. It was a simple thing.
That would have been a belly flopper because I think he'd have hit flat in the water.
Would have hurt himself. All right, we've got 3rd and a long 9. And as soon as we get lined up, here we go, green machine. Oh, boy. Oof. That was Malik Hope.
No, we
didn't have a
no,
not a good.
I don't think the ball was supposed to go to him. He just thought he was in the way.
Throw it in the back there, and somebody will grab it. Yeah.
I remember one time we played Lima, and they had the returning state 400-meter sprint team in their backfield. They ran an option. And we just kept licking him and licking him. By the time the 3rd quarter came, he was just throwing. He didn't care where that ball went.
Just going out
as a quarterback, I always thought we should hit the quarterback on a pitch. And we just, by that time, he said, oh, there's our first punt.
There it is. They marched it off, turned it around, and there we go. Let me ask you this, Barry. What came first, the Lima Bean or Lima, Ohio? I don't know. I'm just, curious.
I would say the Lima Bean.
You think?
Yeah.
So then the people in Lima said, this town looks like that bean. Let's name it Lima. I don't know. I'm just curious.
I don't have any idea how they got the name Lima. But I know that there's a couple things that they're noted for down there.
But I'm always curious when you go to these different schools why they're called what they are. Like, for years, Parma Normandy. You know why that's called Parma Normandy? Normandy invasion.
Really?
They had a thing about, the people in town said we should, honor the thing about the beginning of the end of World War II, and that's why they called it Normandy High School. Interesting how that stuff happens. Admiral King, obviously. One of Lorain's greatest. Didn't get a lot of credit, but he was, they always talk about
Eisenhower.
Well, Ike and the other guys, Patton, but I mean Nemitz and all those guys, but Admiral King was setting up he was in charge of everything. That's pretty heavy-duty stuff.
And I can give you a short history lesson on the Firelands. In the Revolutionary War.
The Firelands.
All those houses were burned in Connecticut, and the government gave people free land to move here to get away from the British.
So where did you come from?
Called them Firelands.
That's right.
And that's why they got this area from, like, Youngstown all the way through across.
My son lives in Connecticut. And there's a lot of that. There's a new everything. New Haven, New London, new this, new that. Everything is, a European city, new. Or east, north, south, east, west. There's a bunch of them. In fact, New London is laid out exactly like London, England, just on a very, very much smaller basis.
Oh, handoff inside. Good job.
There we go. How did we get into history
I don't
when
know.
we're doing this game?
Well, we're talking about how schools got their names.
Joe's shaking his head at us. And right now we're going to have a 3rd and about 4 yards. big play for the Gators.
The green team has stepped up their defense
Pretty
a little
tough
bit.
on D.
They've gotten their second wind.
I wish I could get mine.
We're in the last minute and a half of the first quarter.
That's it. Here we go. All right, we got that wishbone look again in the backfield.
Oh.
Oops. That's never good. Green Machine. I'm thinking the Green Machine got it.
They got it.
Boy, and they're going to be looking at a short field.
And we are
So
going to
there
go
we
north.
Yes.
We only got 30 yards to go.
Did you see who caught? I think it was somebody's down there. 22 was, which we found out he is whoever recovered that fumble.
22 is Christian Corlo.
I'm thinking Christian might have caught it or
Here
picked
it is
it up.
right here if we can see it on the replay. But again, we're looking right into the sun, and it's pretty tough.
Okay. 1st and 10, Green Machine.
I'm wondering if Al Wiggins out there, one of the officials, wishes he'd have worn shorts.
I'm thinking, yes, correct. And
the other guy looks pretty official, doesn't he? Josh Jackson, he looks pretty official.
Oh, yeah, he's got a shirt on. Stripes on his
high pants.
Sweatpants.
He's good.
Yeah.
Oh, Al's got, yeah.
Here we go.
Al's
Count them up. They're always count them up. Make sure you get enough. Here's the pitch. Here's the reverse. Oops. Cut back.
Cut.
Got back to the line of scrimmage.
No, he
gained a yard. Gained a yard. They're on the, that's the 30. It says 40 on your screen, but it's the 30 because we're playing on a short field.
They moved it in 10 yards in each direction.
Yes.
Just the opposite of Canadian, where they go 10 yards in opposite, make it 100.
They're Canadian. Eh?
Are they playing a 120-yard field or 110? What do they do?
That's why they let them go in motion, because they have so far to go.
Boy, they do.
Motion toward the line of scrimmage, yeah. All right, 2nd and 9. Green Machine. Green Machine looking to tie this game up. Uh-oh. Give him, oh my. Should have used the official as a blocker. If he'd have cut behind the official. See, your kids will learn that after a while. Know how to use your blockers. Timeout. We've got 7 seconds to go.
They must want to go away from the sun.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you wonder, how did arena football ever come? Did somebody sit down and say, let's take the best of all the football that's played, all the rules, and put it in one game?
Yeah.
And they got the guys in motion.
That's everything. It's crazy.
That is a crazy game.
All right, so we're going to have 3rd and 10. This will probably be the last play of this quarter. And I'm sure, being that they're this close, they're on the 31-yard line, that the Green Machine will probably go on 4th down, I have no doubt. So they got 2 plays to get 10 yards. So, Barry, what would you call here, buddy?
What would I
The
call?
double reverse or
No,
the
I'd
triple?
call that pass.
The halfback pass?
The halfback pass to the quarterback. Remember they did it in the first game?
Yes, the old quarterback, yes.
You remember you said the third play they went sweep,
Right.
and then...
Because they never keep track of the quarterback.
No.
Even in high school, it's, forget him. Yeah. He comes out the back door, he's running up the sideline, all the, ooh, look at me. Yes. We were talking about that last night, that Robinson kid from Keystone, terrific runner. And he run the sweep, and then he threw the halfback pass a couple times, and it was pretty impressive. And I told Tim, I says, all he needs to do is be able to kick an extra point, and he'll remind me of one of my favorite players when I was growing up. I said, who was it, Tim? He was a three-way guy. He was a quarterback in college. He was a halfback when he played in the NFL.
Paul Hornung?
Paul Hornung, exactly. See, you're an old guy, too. But he was the true triple threat.
Well, really, if the good tailback, he only got to throw the ball 5 yards.
That's right.
And it'll be a 60-yard play because there won't be anybody there.
Throw it to the fastest receiver you have.
And just lob it because everyone's coming at you.
Let him catch it. Here we go. 3rd and 10.
Oh, shotgun to the tailback.
Here it is. Ooh. That was
incomplete.
See, the problem in this game, these kids are so little, the receivers will outrun the arm of the quarterback in a hurry. Yes.
And then he kept retreating,
Yeah.
so now the 10-yard pass is going to become 20 because he's...
And see, that is one of the things these kids have to learn, and that's what they're learning, is that you can't always give up yards, and not every play is a touchdown. It's get 3 or 4, get 3 or 4, it's called a drive. But they see this stuff on TV, and they think, well, I could, if I keep running around, I'm going to break every play. And we're going to, speaking of breaks, we're going to break here, and we'll be right back.
End of the first quarter.
That's it.
Looking for the right color, the right style, the right price for your floor coverings? Well, you can find them all at Ted's Floor Coverings, the only place you need to shop for affordable custom flooring. Whether you're looking for area rugs, carpeting, laminates, ceramic, or marble, you'll enjoy browsing through one of the largest showrooms in Northeast Ohio. Their talented staff will even help with your design questions. Ted's is proud to showcase the Kathy Ireland Shades of America collection. Shop at Ted's Floor Covering, 668 Broadway, downtown Lorain, a local company committed to our community. Ted Kalo, President.
And we're back. It's the beginning of the second quarter. We've got the orange team, the Gators, are winning 6-0 over the Green Machine. Green Machine has the ball. We're going to have reset.
Oh,
yeah, they didn't flip. At the flip,
no,
they
wanted to. I thought they were talking about. Yeah, I guess because that's what the coaches were out there discussing.
Yeah.
No, they're gonna. They didn't flip the quarter.
Yeah, the end of the field. They just turned it around rather than go to the other end. It is confusing with the short field and 2 sets of numbers and all that. So anyway, to reset the scene, we've got 4th down and a lot. Looks like about 9 yards for the Green Machine. Gators are up against it right here. They hold. They're in pretty good shape.
Now, I would, if I were the green team, I would punt it and put them down on
Give them the long field.
So if they fumble it, you got a chance. You're not going to go 20 yards on this play.
Here we go. Never say never.
George Colvin on the tackle for the orange team, and they're going to take over on possession.
And the ball carrier
68.
was Robert Christ.
68, 66.
Big Bob.
We think.
Possibly. You can never be sure. So, on the change of downs, now it's 1st and 10 for the Gators. Going the other way, and we've got 7:29 to go in the final quarter of this contest. Every one of these games, the 3 games we're doing today, it's 2-quarter games. So that way they can, nobody's going to play more than 4 quarters.
Right.
First year for this program in Lorain. Trying to get a new interest in football, which there should be.
Well, a couple years ago, Bob, they started a basketball program, 5th and 6th grade on Saturday mornings. They must have 20, 25 teams that play in that.
Sure, great.
Boys and girls.
But the thing about basketball is a lot easier to put on than football because all you need is a gym. Here you got to buy some equipment and all that other kind of. There's some initial capital that has to be laid out there.
Oh yes.
But you know what, Barry? I think you'll agree. If you want to have the program, it's going to cost you a couple of bucks. You got to do what you got to do to get that done. I mean, it's your priorities. Where do you want to?
Yeah, you just go to the successful programs and say, what do they do to make it successful? Well,
and the worst thing you can do, some places you go where they have no junior high, no nothing. The high school teams are terrible, and they play all their games at 1 o'clock on a Saturday, and no one's there. It's just, then why have it? Then why even do it? Because
well, look how many years it took Lorain to recover when they cut sports.
That's
one year.
That's right.
I mean, 1 year of no sports, it took them 10 years to even get.
Correct. So we've got a timeout, and we'll come back after this. We're back. And it's it's a pitch on the ground and a handoff and a pickup, and here we come around it. Okay, we got oh, they did. Oh, yeah, they saw that one. Oh, now, Joe, we've got to replay that because that, my friend, is the classic hold.
I think he got confused. He might have thought he was on defense.
Well, he stretched that jersey about 3 feet.
Oh, that was good.
That was. This is a beauty.
If they'd have missed this one, Al Wiggins, we'd have had to go have a chat.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
That was...
here it comes. Here we go.
You'll see down here at the bottom of the screen. He cuts it.
Yep,
right?
Right.
Nope, it's up further.
Here we go. Somebody's going to grab it.
Right here. Right here. You'll see it.
There it is. Yeah, right there in the corner, yeah. You're not tackling my guy.
They only got 2 officials. Maybe you won't see this.
Well, that one they saw because he had that small jersey. It's now an extra large.
Now, there again goes back to the days if that defender would have had his shirt tucked in, he wouldn't have been able to pull it, wouldn't have been able to hold him.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got about a 10-yard penalty there. Going to back it up. And the Gators will get the play over. So it's 1st and 20 on the 20. So they're looking at the long field right here, Barry.
Oh, inside. Oh, fumble.
Oh, well, there it is.
The green team at 44 for the green team was the one that made the tackle. And that was Malik Hope. And the orange team must have recovered.
Oh, they recovered. Okay. Man, they're going the wrong way.
That ball was on the carpet.
Yes. But no matter what, see, that's a good play for the Green Machine because even though, the Gators have the ball, they are right now backing up, which eventually is going to pay off for the Green Machine, who are behind in this game 6-0. So they want that ball as close to their goal line as they can get it.
And it's 2nd down and about an acre.
Right. We got Pagan under center.
Nope. Number 7. Who's the center? Is it 70?
Yes, that's your buddy.
Yeah, Krisman. Yeah, I'm not going to Nemine.
That's good. No offense, folks.
Here comes another 5-yard penalty. They're just...
Hey, I've had my name butchered a few times, so,
Oh, I could imagine.
Eastern European. Too many consonants, not enough vowels. Here we go. 2nd and forever. Man in motion. Pitch.
Sweep.
Oh, he's still alive.
Uh-oh.
It's Anderson Brown. Oh, well, let's go the other way. Keep running, baby. Oh, and finally brought down for a 2-yard loss. Took a minute off the clock, ran forever.
He ran a half a mile.
Half a mile for a 2-yard loss.
Well, the defense had pretty good pursuit.
That's right. We're going to have 3rd, and I think they got it on the scoreboard. Maybe 3rd. Well, they
3rd and 10.
They got 3rd
and 10. They got 1st and 10.
No, that's I would say 10, 20, about 28. Yes. 3rd and 28. I don't know about you, Barry. I was never real good at 3rd and 28.
No.
Your choices were limited.
Yeah.
That's when you might think about the quick kick, Just kick it.
My favorite is you get the defensive coach and you yell out 26 things. Watch screen, watch draw, watch trap.
Watch everything.
Watch everything. Yeah.
Oh, boy. We used to run a play to the tight end, the tight end delay. A couple of years we had pretty good tight end, and you never know when to run that. You run a dive, and then you think, oh, when should we run that? And I always waited till I heard the other coach say, watch the tight end. He'd scream that out. So then you'd run one more dive play, then you run that play, guaranteed, because the kids are going, coach said to watch him. They didn't do anything with the tight end. Oh, there you go. Then you look like a genius,
I always thought, as a coach, if a play is good enough for 3rd and 25, it ought to be good for 1st and 10.
Oh, I'd be running that a lot. Oh, yeah, exactly.
If you're going to run a 3rd and 28, you ought to try running it on 1st down.
Or as we used to say when you see those triple reverses and all that, said he's on the last page of the playbook. That's where you had all of those trick plays. And yep.
That's why I can never understand the guys that script like the first 25 plays.
Oh, yeah.
What happens if you recover a fumble on the 2 and your 3rd play is a double reverse?
Yeah.
You going to run that on the 2-yard line?
Well, probably. No. It's on the script.
I always remember when we played the option, they said never option inside the 10, either 10. Going in or coming out.
Oh. So then why do you run it? In practice at 99% of the time. All right, we're getting off the subject here. So we're going to have...
And they just punted, so that's
they
why
punted,
we got the 20
exactly.
yards.
So the green machine made out on this deal. So they've got a 1st and 10.
Down about the 26.
The 26-yard line. Going in.
And again, I commend these officials for trying to keep track of where the yard line is.
Just trying to get some kind of organization here. And you know what, though? The longer this goes, the better it'll get.
Oh, no doubt.
And that's, that's part of we're looking at a slot formation with an eye.
We got double slot.
And
we
who's
got
our
guys all
quarterback?
over the field. 22.
That's our guy. Oh, he's giving up yet. That's the. Throw it again. You're behind the line.
He threw it to the quarterback.
Now that was 72 throwing the ball to 22. Figure that one out, buddy. Kyle McKnight threw the ball to. Who did we finally say is 22?
Corlow.
Corlow, yes,
67 or 65.
Whatever.
And we got another timeout.
But I do know this. Any parents that are watching this game, I don't care what jersey your kid's wearing, you know who he is.
You'll know which one it is.
That's
Grandparents
exactly. They all know. That's my boy. You know the other thing, too, and I preach this all the time, you get kids involved in some kind of extracurricular activity, whatever it is very important because, a lot of people got to work and you get these single parents and all this other kind of stuff. So after school, wouldn't you want your kid under some adult supervision doing something instead of just, kind of running around? And I mean, that's a good thing. The kid comes, I used to tell parents, your kid's going to be at practice for 2 hours under adult supervision. He's going to come home. He's going to be tired, want to eat dinner. Make him do his homework, he'll go to bed. And that's the end of that.
Well, from your own kids, they did better in season than out of season, school-wise.
You had to...
they had to budget their time.
Exactly right. Yep.
When my kid wasn't playing a sport, well, I got time at 5 o'clock. And then somebody calls and said, let's go here. Pretty soon nothing gets done. But you're right, he's coming home at 6. He's tired. He eats. He does his homework, watches a half-hour TV, and he's gone. He's done.
That's it. Yep.
And a lot of these kids, some kids I think do too much. They're in everything.
Oh, yeah.
And that's good when you're little, try things out and find out what it is.
You got to experiment around, yeah.
But some kids don't do anything.
Oh, no, nothing. Yeah. There was a thing they said, they asked kids if you could do anything during the summer, what would it be? And a big percentage said play video games. That's terrible.
I also think here's a play in 72. Oh, that defense. Look at this.
Oh, boy. Was that 35? I think you got that number
35 or 30.
Can't tell. 35.
35 is Kenneth Diaz.
Yeah, Diaz. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with video games, but not to do it 24 hours a day. No. That's.
I always said that if you opened up schools in the summertime, kids would come.
Oh, yeah.
After about a week or two,
their buddies,
they need something to do.
Yeah, their buddies are there. They'll be there.
Right.
So with that loss, now we're looking at about 3rd and 22, 23 yards. We got 3:16 to go in the game. We've got the Gators are on top 6-0. In the green machine, they have got to score here, or they will have lost both ends of their little round robin.
And been shut out on both ends.
Weren't
they shut out in the first game?
I think you're right. They had the one called back.
So the alumni might be grumbling for the head of the offensive coordinator.
Yeah, because the head coach will throw him in.
He'll throw him. I coach defense. I coach defense.
That's it. And now we've got is that delay a game?
Yeah.
Boy.
We've had a few of those.
How many times have we had this? It's 3rd, and I have to drive my car to get to the first down.
3rd, and I can't see the other stick.
There you go.
Here comes a trick play. What do you think?
Do you think? We're running here.
I tell you, the orange team gets to the ball.
It's Dustin Watts. And good defense. Boy, they do. They get across the line, Barry, and they're there to shut that sweep off. Lost a couple more yards.
I remember John Cooper's first year at Ohio State.
Good old Coop?
He came up here to recruit Raymont. And I told him that I had a friend that didn't like him because he lost the spring game. My friend said he lost the spring game. And so Cooper calls his assistants over, and he said, now, this is what I've been telling you. He said, that's why I can't be I have to be on the winning team. So when the red and the gray scrimmage is over, I'm on the team that won because there are people that think I lost the spring game.
Well, now those guys, they'll sit up in a press box. They won't even be on the field, for probably that reason.
Now the green team has now this is a strange.
Now what is?
They've elected to punt with only 2 minutes left.
Well, that's the best thing they've got, though. That gets the ball closer to their goal line and hope for a fumble, huh?
Well, maybe.
Okay. So now with time running out, we got 2:25 to go, and the Gators with the ball, winning 6-0. So all they need is a couple of first downs, and they can salt this baby away. Green Machine is going to be coming like crazy. We got to do some things here to shake the ball loose. You know, that's what the coach is saying. Tackle the ball, tackle the ball.
And that's why sometimes you'll see that, and the guy will break it for 80 yards because they were trying to tackle the ball.
Right.
Speaking of retired jerseys, there's a thing in the paper today that a guy, and I don't remember his name, but he played for the Buckeyes in the 20s or 30s. He was the first African-American to be All-American as a lineman. He just turned his 85th birthday or something. His family was all together, and Jim Tressel called him and told him that we're retiring your number.
Well, how cool is that?
On his 85th birthday.
There you go.
And they're going to honor him on the November 3rd Wisconsin game. They're going to retire his number.
You got to do those things. Here we go. Oh, nice quick hitter right up the middle.
Just let that clock run.
It's 42. That's Aurora. Is that right, Matthew?
42 for the...
Oh, I'm sorry. I got the wrong...
Got it. 42 is Eric Hall. I bet you that's his dad. It's the coach. And that's probably what you have here, Bob, is most of the coaches are going to volunteer and coach their son. Coach Pagan, his son, is probably playing for the team. And he and David Hall, who's the principal at Admiral King. The guy that's doing the announcing is Steve Sturgill. I would imagine that's either his son or his nephew. So.
There we go. Second down. Another quick hitter. Boom. Now, see, this is a nice little drive here. They're going between the tackles, Barry.
Yes, well, they're just trying to run the clock.
Well, but it's working.
Right, that's what they should have been doing. But like you say, guys don't want to see drives. They want to see
that big plays. So we got third and about, a yard and a half. That's a very doable thing. And the clock is ticking, 1:24, 23, 22.
And we were talking last night about the Yankees, and, one of the guys sitting next to me said, well, Andrew Jones will be a Yankee next year, center fielder, because the Yankees like to see home runs. And Milky Cabrera hit 8 home runs all year. He's not going to be their center fielder.
Yeah.
They want a guy that's going to hit 25, and it'll probably be Andrew Jones.
Here it is again. 52. Is he going to get there? Yes, he is. First down.
Good job.
For the Gators. 52 is
George Colvin. He's played.
Big George.
His name both times on both sides of the ball. Here comes the instant replay.
Liking the way he looks.
The Lorain Credit Union instant replay. And he's just driving his legs and keep moving, and that's all you want to do.
It's always nice to have the credit union involved in your broadcast.
Now, this is an interesting concept. The green team let them run 3 plays.
Now they're going to call.
Now they call a timeout with 33 seconds left.
Okay. Now, when we come back, it's going to be red against orange, and man, are we going to be confused. More so than usual, Barry. I think while they're warming up, we better just have another donut.
Well, I tell you what, we have an excuse. We'll parlay it right now and say we're going to screw this up because it's red against orange.
But the way this is going to work out, you could truly say one of these teams would be the little champ of this little round robin thing.
Yeah, because they're both.
Because the 2 winners are going to face off. Yes, and that was completely random how this was picked out.
Probably.
I mean, nobody knew who was.
And now you'll come back to the thing now how conditioned is the orange team, because they're going to have to play 4 straight quarters.
Right. In the green machine, they're going, man, I'm glad I'm done. Ooh, it's hot out here. All right, here we go. We got 33 seconds. Time for probably 1 play. And that probably will take care of that.
Yeah, that should. He was trying to call a timeout, and
that was Sturgill handing off to a pulling guard, I think. I mean, it just seems strange to see that. But
we're down to 10 seconds, Bob, and I
there
think
you
this is
go.
going to be the end of this one.
That's it. So when this is over here in 5 seconds, we're going to take a little break, and we will be back with the Jaguars against the Gators in the third and final round of this Lorain Elementary football program this morning from George Daniel Field.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools, TV 20 WLCS.
To purchase a high-quality copy of the program you just viewed, please call Lorain City Schools Television at 282-8400.
When it comes to sports in Lorain, your station to watch is TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television.
Welcome back. First play of the game was I'm not sure.
I'm not sure it was either. We're waiting to see what happened.
Just like every other play we've seen, but this is the third round of this little round-robin activity today here at George Daniel Field in Lorain. And what we've got is the Jaguars in red going against the Gators in orange. And the first play was no gainer, so we've got 2nd and 10. Both of these teams won their first two-quarter part of this round robin. So the two winners are facing it off, and we're going to see who's going to be victorious after today.
And the orange team is representing Lakeview, Garfield, Irving,
correct,
and General Johnny.
And here we go. It's a pass. Oh, not quite. And the red team, the Jaguars, that's Jacinto and Tony Morrison.
And the pass was intended for Tony Perrigan.
Yes.
For those of you that are watching the game later, you'll see some other teams in the stands. I got the scoop on that.
Yes.
Lorain does have a team that's been in this league for several years. These three teams are brand new.
Right.
So they're going to play after us, and they will play an entire four-quarter game.
Right, and that's why we're doing this, because it's the first year for the elementary kids, and we're trying to highlight that. And basically our goal is to get football going in the city of Lorain. Here we go. Third down and a ton. We got the quarterback keeper. Oh, here we go. We're on the roll here, baby.
He's gone.
That's
oh, little wave tackle there, and there's a touchdown.
Aaron Neal all the way. Aaron, you got to hand it to the official, buddy. But Aaron Neal on how far did he go?
He went to, they got a flag back here.
Oh, no.
We got probably a motion penalty or something.
Or maybe a hold. We've seen a classic hold today.
Yeah, that was on a sweep. It probably, and it looks like about where he turned the corner.
Yep. That's probably why he got to turn the corner.
That's what I always said.
But that was a nice run by Aaron Moore. But we're going to bring it back.
Here we are in the instant replay, and he's gone. And if you look on the instant replay, how difficult it is to tell the orange from the red.
Oh, it is, yes. But I'm up here just kind of feeling my way through. But I've got the veteran Barry Buck sitting next to me, who's been there, done that.
You've done more games than I have.
And hey, how about we had a little girl come up and talk to us here before the game?
Yeah, she wanted to know. She goes, "Are you really going to put this on TV?"
That's right.
And I said, "Why, is your brother playing?" And she said, "Yeah, my brother is Kenneth Diaz."
And her name is?
After about, she's got her little head sticking right there in the window.
It
is Celine.
Celine Diaz. So Celine
Dion.
When you're watching this, you'll hear your name on TV.
And she's just got the biggest smile.
That's it. She's all happy about that.
And that's what it's all about, too.
It sure is.
She's come out here to support her brother.
That's right. And here we go. Third down and about 20. And, oh, boy. Man.
That looks like. From 50 yards away.
You can't tell.
I don't know. Even Alcorn could not separate the orange from the red.
Yeah, as good as he is, he couldn't. But I'll tell you one thing. Joe Bach's favorite activity over there, someone jumped on that pile again. We had a classic in the other quarter.
Here it is, here, the instant replay.
Yes.
Now we can begin to see it because of the...
We got to be careful with that piling on because I think...
There's yeah, it is right there. Is he the same
kind of
kid?
wait, They kind of wait till it's all down and they give it that swan dive on top.
And that doesn't hurt the player that's jumping, but the guy that's on the bottom could get hurt.
And you know, Barry, the nice thing about these two quarters, the glare is off the weight room. The sun is behind the press box. We're still sweating, but not quite as profusely.
I would say it's 20 degrees cooler.
Oh, my, it
than
sure
it was
is.
that first game.
Yes, we're not squinting and all that kind of stuff. So to sort all of this out, we had a penalty. Now we're going to have
the punt.
The punt.
And it'll be first down for the orange team.
First down for the Gators. Going the other way.
So are you saying now that we're working in ideal conditions, we want to do 3 more?
I didn't say anything about ideal, buddy.
Better.
Better conditions. Far from ideal.
We're working with Joe Buck. How much better?
Well, we did the game at Cleveland Brown Stadium this year. That wasn't bad. Air conditioned. It was pretty nice.
You figure we're doing the game without Tim Alcorn and with Joe Buck. That's too great.
That's as good as it gets.
You can't get any better. There's a sweep again.
It's Antonio Pagan. The sweep right, gained about 2 yards.
You know, you wonder in their first practice, Bob, the coach says, okay, I want all of my running backs to go stand over here.
And everybody went over there.
And I want all of my linemen to go over here.
Or the other one, you had them in a straight line, and they said, all the guys that are linemen take 1 step forward, and everybody took 1 step back.
Well, you know, I used to tell the kids, you know, they like baseball. Son, do you want to play every day? Yeah, then you're a catcher.
Right. Oh, yeah. And you don't have to carry the gear. We'll have someone else carry the gear for you. But you're also going to be the dirtiest guy. You're going to have bruises all over your shins, your knuckles.
When I went to the game yesterday, Trevisano was broadcasting outside, and a guy came up and...
Did he block out the sun?
Yeah, pretty close. He goes, I coached Eric Wedge in high school. He was Eric Wedge's high school coach. He said he comes to all the playoff games. He was in Fort Wayne, Indiana. So Trevisano asked him, he said, how good of a player was Eric Wedge?
Did he know how to bunt?
He said he was 30 years ahead of his time in understanding and thinking the game. That's where I'll leave it, you know.
Yeah.
He said he went to college, so he was he was a decent player.
Right.
He was a catcher. He said, but he was 30 years ahead of himself in the game.
Right. Some people, they do. They understand. You know, just because you're a great player doesn't make you a great coach. In fact, I think sometimes great players make terrible coaches because they don't understand how to communicate that.
Well, I used to say that with classroom teachers. You get an average student in college to be a good teacher because he understands what it takes to struggle.
Exactly, and how to break it down for somebody. You get some guys say, well, just you run out there and you do it. Well, how do you do it? Well, the guy that has to teach you says you move your right foot, you take your first step, then your second, and you do this and do that. Some guys, they just can't break it down.
Oh,
quick
hand
hitter.
up the middle, very good. Close to the first down.
Justin Simons?
These numbers are getting...
Well,
that's 42.
Oh.
Eric Hall for the orange team, 42.
That's all right. We'll get it straight. By the end of the game, they'll give us... one thing about Eric Hall there, that I'm looking at his sheet and it says favorite sports team. He said Steelers. What's up with that?
Oh, look,
Come on.
Steelers, Ravens, Yankees, and Falcons.
Yeah, where's our Brownies? Well, they don't play professional football, I guess.
I guess. Well, at least have the Indians, the
think.
Cavs, have
Yeah,
something.
come on.
Well, I guess they were thinking football.
Right,
so,
right.
Well, that guy put the Yankees.
Yeah.
Boy, it's not hard to hate them.
Oh, it's not hard at all. All right, here we go. 3rd and short, about 2 yards. What are we going to do? Quick hitter. Oh, nice bounce out there.
Right,
Kind of a little bit of a block, and he
was
bounced
stopped
out.
the first time.
Who is that guy, Barry?
I'm looking.
Was that 35?
35, I'm thinking. Kenneth Diaz.
Kenneth, yes. Your sister liked that play, Kenneth.
the brother of Celine.
Celine, yeah. That's the way we should say that, yeah. It's the brother of Celine, Kenneth.
Yeah, she's not the sister. He's the brother.
That's correct.
Because she was our local star.
Here we go. Oh, yeah, well, it's still alive. That was a dribble.
Basketball. He can play it. One dribble.
That's Sturgill, Darren Sturgill.
Easy, easy.
Easy, big guy. Easy. Good. I'll tell you, this is a nice little drive here.
Here's your football right here.
That's it. Grind them up, baby. And is that a first down, or it's darn close to it? 2nd down and short. The old throwaway down. Not in this game. Get it when you can.
You would
2nd down and a yard. We've got 4:51 to go in the first quarter. Nothing score. the 2 winning teams from the 2 previous abbreviated games. Oh, that's your boy. That's your boy right
you
there.
You got it right there. Number 7.
Clayton. Clayton Breeds. He's that guy. I like that guy.
He is all over the place, isn't he?
Yes.
You know, sometimes you get those kids that they're big when they're young like that, and they're not tough because they've been told, you know, play easy, you're going to hurt someone, don't do this, don't do that.
Yeah, you don't play this game easy.
No.
You know, Barry, I have a lot of guys that, you know, they'll come and say, you know, you got any advice for my kid? You coached for all those years, you know, with football. And I said, son, the only advice I give you, never let your coach put you in a 4-point stance. Because once you go down, you're not coming back up. Oh, ball's on the ground. Oh, there it is. Jaguars have that. Yeah, it looked like Big Cameron in the middle of it. And somebody 54 who should be Tipton. Ray Tipton.
I heard a college coach with defensive coordinator one time say that I only have 3 rules. He said, know where you got to go, know the shortest route there,
get there,
and arrive in a bad mood.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah. Yep.
He said, and that's the only 3 rules I have.
First down, Jaguars. Had a fumble. Boy, it was a nice drive.
Yeah, they were moving the ball.
Moving the ball well, and then a little breakdown there. Okay.
Look, we can see the huddle, the orange team, number 28, his shirt.
Oh,
It's almost covered up his pants.
If he did tuck it in, you wouldn't be able to tell what his number was. You got to love it. You got to love it. But look, he's out there playing, man. That is really cool.
I remember when I coached junior high, I always looked for the smartest kid I had to make my quarterback because he had to remember for 4 other people.
Oh, yeah, telling her. They're always expecting to go, move over, man. You get there.
Can you throw? No.
No.
I don't want you to throw. Can
Just
you count?
make sure they line up.
Yep.
Here we go. Hand off. Up the middle. Oof.
Nice tackle.
Nice tackle by 35.
That's Eric Hall.
That's Eric. No, Diaz. That's our boy.
Kenneth Diaz?
Kenneth. Kenneth is a two-way man.
You might be on the wrong team there. Yeah, it is. You're right. Kenneth Diaz is on the orange team and the brother of Celine.
That's it.
Nice play there. Yeah, but they gained 3 yards out of it.
Gained 3 yards.
And
so we got a 2nd and 7. And the time is clicking down. We got 3, 17, 16, 15. So looking for the first score of this 3rd round of this little round-robin tournament type thing today. Here we go. Everybody's in tight with a split to the right. Quarterback's trying to hook his chin strap.
And the tackle stood up to pull
There it
his
is,
pants
a fake and a keeper.
35 by the red team.
Aaron Neal. Aaron got a few yards.
Is tackled by 35 of the orange team, Kenneth Diaz.
Kenneth Diaz. Kenneth all over the field.
Now, if you see number 60, if you look at the back of his helmet, you
He's
can see
got
that
the mark,
sticker.
yes. And that sticker, it says in little tiny print, you don't carry the ball. Yeah, big guys.
Get on the line.
Cameron's got one of those. Our boy Cameron on the other side.
Yeah, get on the other line.
That's it. So this afternoon, I'm going home. I'm going to take a shower as soon as I get home, put the fan on, and watch the Bucks. Or are they on tonight?
8 o'clock tonight.
They're on tonight. Well, I'll take a nap and then watch the Bucks. Here we go on the reverse.
A lot of room out there. Look at that wall. Oh, my. There was a huge wall.
That was Jonathan Burnett.
If we can see that on the replay, we're going to see.
Oh, that was
talk
the
about a
classic
picket fence.
Yes.
That looked like a punt return. You know, you teach your kids to set up
Here
for
it
the
is.
return.
Here it is.
That was a reverse a little. Look at this. Look at the line out here.
Here
Look
we
at
go.
the red shirts. They've got them all walled off.
Yep. And you know what they say with the picket fence? Don't get caught watching the paint dry.
You know what he did there? He outran his.
That is correct.
That's the only reason that guy tackled him. He outran his fence.
Yeah.
He ran out of
fence. Yeah. That was the end of the lot. There was no more fence.
Yeah, they're not allowed to go in the neighbor's yard, so he was out of fence. He had to kind of slow down, let him move the fence forward, but that was a nice play there.
I see. I screwed that. That was Brandon Gaines on that carry. And we got guys running off. There we go. Get organized.
Now, in the pros, that would be a penalty.
But, I mean, you know, it's red and orange. Well, here we go.
35.
Aaron Neal. He's still alive.
He
Come
broke
on.
about 10
Careful,
tackles.
careful. There you
Yep.
go.
Easy up, easy up.
One of the hard lessons these kids have to learn, though, is when to go down.
Yep.
You got to know, I can't get any more, go down, protect the ball, and come back for the
You
next
see
play.
guys fighting for that extra foot and end up
Yep.
getting drilled and the ball goes flying.
Yep.
Well, he was hustling, yeah, but he should have, you're right, he should have just fallen down and
Yep.
Now you think this is hard with the
They have
orange.
no cups. No cups. Just
If you think this game's hard with the orange and the red, the next one's blue and black.
Yeah. Like a dark navy blue. Yeah. Oh, boy.
Look at that one. Now, where are they going? They're walking right out on the field.
Guys.
Why don't they walk on the track?
Well, you got a whole quarter to go, too. I mean,
It ain't like this is the end of the game.
we got a minute to go here.
I got to think they thought this was
There's
easy.
Aaron again. Oh, big sack time here.
52. George Colvin.
That's it. Big George was in there.
Yeah, I don't understand this.
All right. Oh. Don't walk on the track with your cleats. I guess that's the way.
Is that hot out there?
Well, yeah, it's that hot up here.
Don't they run on the track with spikes?
Those are little thin, skinny ones. We got 40 seconds to go in this first period. Everybody's coming over for, boy, they are sprinting. That's as fast as they ran to get over here and get a drink or something.
Must have a timeout. Our little friend Celine has made her way onto the field.
That is correct. She's down there, helping her brother out. Saying you're doing good. She's probably telling Kenneth that you're going to be on TV later this week.
Those two guys said you're going to be on TV, and I'm going to be on TV before you.
She has gotten the majority of the airtime.
Pretty faces will do that,
Well, yeah, learn that lesson quick.
And she was nice enough to come up and talk to us. And was very polite. And
That's right.
I noticed the blue jerseys as they went that way said Southview on them.
How about last night in that Brookside game? Nick Rados was a linebacker all over the field. He was my Tomo tough nut for the game. And we find out that Nick, this summer, he went through basic training, okay? Ranger training. So Big Nick, when he graduates in June, he's in. So, Nick, I don't know if you're listening, anybody in Lorain, but Nick, hey, my hat's off to you, buddy. I said, football's easy to him. After what he went through, and I said, we're going to give him that Tomo Tough Nut shirt. It's really a nice shirt and everything. But he's going to be wearing that basic gray, just got that four-letter word Army in the front and a little A on the back. I said, God bless you, son, and good luck.
That's kind of like the cross-country guy that comes out to play wide receiver, and you make him run sprints. You go, this is
nothing, yeah.
This
but
is
yeah, they're
warm-up.
going. Well, we're going to do some sprints at the end, and I'm sure that Big Nick he led the sprints. His usher let us run a few more.
How big was he? What's it?
He's a 180-pound senior. He's and a tough heart. Well, obviously a hard-nosed kid. He loved to do that quick blitz on the inside, and he had some big sacks. Nice job. And again, we wish him well. Here we go. 3rd and 13. Quick handoff.
22.
Is Comer.
Well, I see George Colvin made the tackle again.
Yeah, well, George is all over the field.
He's like the other one.
Yes.
Like Breeds.
Like Breeds, yeah. We got two guys that, pretty much dominating.
Maybe they could wear the, like we had the games, kids putting the jerseys on, they want to be the running back. Maybe they could wear the Brian Urlacher number.
Yes. All right, 4th down, so they're obviously going to go for it.
By the end of the quarter.
Yep. Cranking it down 2 seconds, and we'll be back after this. We're back. 4th down and 13, and interception. Oh, this could be trouble. That's Anthony Davis on the catch. Oh, he's going to go. No, I'm sorry. That wasn't it. That was Anderson Brown. And that is a touchdown, first score of the game. So the Gators go up 6-0. Boy, a beautiful interception.
You know what? We had trouble with the orange and the red jerseys.
You know,
I think
exactly.
He did.
You got to give the quarterback a little slack on that one.
I think he threw that ball perfectly to him, and it could have looked like it was his own teammate.
And it's not only the same color, or that the jerseys are close, but white helmets. I mean, everything's pretty much the same.
We'll see it here
there
on the replay.
Is.
He just throws it out.
He just, stepped right in front.
Yep, and he
is heel and toeing it, buddy.
The only thing is some coach will teach him to get to the sidelines.
Right, but that was Anderson Brown. Anderson Brown, I'm sorry, Anderson Brown on the long interception for a touchdown. And now they're going to try an extra point. And again, in this game, you run for one, throw for two. Encourage the more difficult aspect. So let's see what they do. All right, what are we going to do here, Barry?
We are going to...
Here we go. We're lining up. Let's see what we've got.
They're going to run a sweep.
You think?
This way.
A sweep to us, huh? Motion the other way.
Dive.
And just a big fullback. Oh, here we go. Nice job. 52. That looked like our...
52 is George Colvin.
George Colvin. Good job, George.
Well, he might be your tough nut if you were giving out an award to this one. And
yeah.
Oh, I think we had the best of both worlds there, Tomo. It was a dive that broke to the outside, so it looked like a sweep.
Right. Yeah, that's it. It covered it all. But there we go. We've got the score is 7-0. Gators on top, and we've got 7:46 to go in the game. So it's going to be first down. There's no kickoff, so the ball will be placed on the 30-yard line, and it'll be Jaguars ball, 1st and 10.
Now we could look back, Tomo, for the old-timers. If you looked in the north end zone, it looks like Lorain High warming up. If you looked in the south end zone, if they had blue helmets on, it looked like Admiral King, looked like Saturday afternoon.
Could be. Could be.
Well, I remember when I was coaching then, we used to play that game, and we had an officiating crew that came out of Akron every year, same guys. And the guy says, you know, I wait all year for this game. He said, this is my favorite game. He said, it's an inter-city rivalry. The kids all know each other, and Saturday afternoon, college atmosphere. He said, I'm ready for that. And I see this year, King and Southview playing in the afternoon, Joe?
That's right. You know what's going to happen at that game? 62 Admirals are going to be here as honorary captains. We got a plaque we're going to give the school from the Hall of Fame, saying that, you know, we were inducted. It's going to be a great day for the Admirals and Southview. Hopefully it's a close game. I got to root a little bit for the Admirals, but hopefully it'll be a close game.
And it's good that they're going back to that Saturday afternoon. That was always a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And we see the instant replay again here. We see another pass attempted. They aren't gun shy after that last one.
And you know, Barry, I got to tell you that getting that thing organized and you know the team is in there, and that was really, after all those years, we got almost every one of those guys back together. That was a pretty special night for us. And I said that the line of the night was, while we were out there, I had them lined up, you know, sophomore, junior, seniors, and we introduced the seniors, and I said, you know, in 1962 we were seniors, and we're seniors today. So, and we had less hair, more weight. That was the other thing that was very prevalent.
Well, I just swatted a bee twice. He got up off the deck and took off. That's one tough.
And a smart bee.
That'd be a candidate for your program, Tough Nut. That'd be.
Man.
He took 2 good shots there.
Yeah,
I thought I had him with that hat.
Don't get him upset. See, I'm not allowed to get stung by those things. And you're getting them all fired up.
He went to get help.
Well, here we go. You know, it does take a while to get these plays in. So we have got, the situation is as follows. 2nd down and 10 on the 30-yard line. The Gators better hurry up. Oh, there it is. They weren't ready, but you don't have to be.
No.
And there's a nice run.
And we got a first down.
That could be a first down. That was.
You aren't out here. We're playing.
22. That was Dax Kohler. There it is. Now, I'm sure Joe Bach has got that on the replay. The defense was still in the huddle. That makes blocking easy. There it is. They're not
just
quite
coming out of the field.
That's it, buddy. We're going. First down, Jaguars.
And they need to sustain a drive here.
Yes. They only have to go about another, 40 yards on the short field?
Yep.
They're at midfield now.
40 yards, they're in.
Here we go. Oops. Oh.
That was Canadian football.
There was a lot of guys moving around. But
the red team was
our boy, George Colvin, he was in on the tackle. There, he's fullback, defensive tackle. That's a Woody Hayes kind of guy.
Yeah, most of the fullbacks are linebackers, fullback linebacker.
Yes, yes. You're in trouble, though. We do a lot of games, and we get to some of these smaller schools. When you see the quarterback is also a linebacker, I'm thinking, wow.
Yeah, he's taking some shots on all sides of the field.
And you're taking a chance. He might not play the second half. All right, 2nd and 11. Here we go. Oh, dribble. Here we go. Is that Dax again? I think it is.
Yep.
Trying to make the turn. He gained a couple.
Dax for the
Dax
Orange
Comer.
team. 25, Jonathan Barnett with the tackle.
There you go.
We one year at Admiral King had a wide receiver that played nose guard.
That was different.
But, he was just so quick.
Yeah.
You get that
I had
nose.
a running back played nose guard one time. That's different. Usually you're looking for that funny number, and this kid, our kid, had a single digit. And you're right, though. He was quick, and he was in the backfield a lot.
Yeah, we had a kid transfer from another school one year, and they asked him what techniques he did as a nose guard. Do you know to swim? Do you know to crawl? He said, I know the go technique. They said, what's that? He said, the ball snap, go get it. You can't block me, so.
There you go.
There's a keeper.
Here we go. Here, letting his blocks form.
Yep.
Oh, and still going.
And
Look
still
at this. First down.
The Energizer Bunny. He took a couple of good shots there.
That was Aaron Neal. Nice carry, Aaron.
No, he took some, like you said, he let his blockers form.
This kid that was our nose tackle, when he was a sophomore, I was a JV coach then, and he missed practice one day. You always take attendance, make sure they're there, call them, get up here, you got to be here. And so he was nowhere to be found. Next day he shows up, and I said, hey, where were you yesterday? He said, fishing. He went fishing. I said, well, that's good in the summer, but you made a commitment. You got to be here, blah, blah, blah. So for the next 3 years, he was known as the fisherman. Never lost that moniker.
Yeah, well, at least he was honest.
He was. He was just, I went fishing.
Said I was sick.
You can't do that. Well, you can, but, it interferes with your playing time. Here we go, 1st and 10. We got a lead blocker. Oh, yeah, we're running. We're running.
Here.
There's 10 yards. That's Aaron Neal again. Aaron is doing a nice job.
That extra point's going to come into big play here.
Big, like. Yeah. George might really be the hero here because he won't. He made the extra point. Now we are getting close. We get. It's going to be first down on the 10-yard line.
It could be first and goal.
And a timeout, and we'll be back after this timeout.
When I have an asthma attack, I feel scared. Sometimes my parents have to take me to the hospital. I feel like a fish with no water.
You know how to react to their asthma attacks. Here's how to prevent them. Because even one attack is one too many.
We're back. And here it is, 1st and 10 on the 11.
Well,
Just
nice
a
run.
straight
He got
ahead.
at least half of that yardage.
Straight ahead. I think it was Dax Kohler
He's still
again.
running.
Yeah. That's the exact place you want to be. 1st and 10 on the 11 because that gives you about 8 pops to get it in there. And that was about a 6-yard gain.
They're on the 4.
Nice first down play. So we've got 2nd and 4. And this is, we're looking at tying this bad boy up right here.
Or going for the win.
Going for the, well. Yeah,
it says no overtime in the rules.
There'll be no OT. But, yes, they could throw the pass and get 2, which would be interesting. So here we go. Again, tight formation. Oh, broken tackle. Ooh, got to get back to the line of scrimmage. Did not quite. Lost a couple on that one. Somebody's down.
You know, it's kind of interesting, the kids, if you look at the red team.
They're looking down.
I mean, their team's on the 10-yard line going for the tying drive, and there's 3 kids sitting on the bench like they're watching a...
Which was shaking, yeah.
Like they're sitting at Lakeview Beach. It's like,
Right.
let's chill it. Yeah, it was kind of funny. The kid was hurt, and they're down on their knees looking
up there. You okay? You okay? Yeah.
Yeah, that was the kid that had made a valiant effort to tackle him in the backfield. I think it was Krisman Nemine.
Yeah.
And
it was Aaron Neal on the carry.
I think now is when you need to go to the back page of the playbook and come up with something, because, I mean, if I'm the orange team, I'm telling them to watch for the quarterback.
Oh, yeah. But, you know, Dax has done a good job, Dax Comer. He's gotten around. He's pretty good on those quick hitting plays straight ahead.
And that's what I might have done there instead of running a sweep, was just pop it in the middle and see what
happens.
happens.
That's the beauty about sports, Barry. Everybody's an expert.
Right. We can sit up here and say that.
Oh, yeah.
That's why coaches' wives in high school don't even go to the games.
Oh,
They don't want
try to avoid that. Well, listen, we're going to wait here a few minutes for this, so let's take a timeout and we'll be right back.
It's a sound we take for granted. Life seems so simple as a child, yet 500,000 children in Ohio have vision problems. Problems that, if not detected early, can lead to loss of sight and difficulty learning. Simple activities like riding a bike can become dangerous. When you register your vehicle or renew your license plates, add a $1 donation to the Save Our Sight Fund and help save the sight of Ohio's children. For more information, call 1-800-755-GROW.
Thanks for giving to Save Our Sight.
And we're back. 3rd down, big play right here. 3rd down and a long 5 for the Jaguars. Here it is. There's a pass. Oh, we've got touchdown, Jaguars. Is that number 80? Looks like Tony Paragon?
Paragon, yep.
Tony Paragon. Nice job, Tony.
Now, if you could throw that one for the score.
Can't you throw that for the extra point?
For the extra point and win it.
I would think, huh? So right now we've got the score at 7-6. The Jaguars are going to try to, they're either going to tie it or go for the throat and go for the win.
What do you do, Coach?
You go for the win. What the heck? Give it a shot. You go to your best 3-yard pass play.
I think you just saw it.
Well, then do it again. We got to get aligned. That's the main thing. Let's call timeout. There you go. So, what would you do, Coach Buck? Would you go for the throat and go for the win, or would you,
I think a lot of it would depend on what you do earlier. Did they beat us? Did we beat them?
Do you feel? Yeah, that's true. Or do you feel good about, we've always got this, you always have one play in your pocket, the one that on the really big occasion that always works for us. That might be the thing to do here. But either way, hey, hasn't this been a great little round robin type tournament here with got all these teams playing a couple of quarters, and it worked out pretty well that the two teams, the Jaguars and the Gators, were the two teams that won their first round half. They played 2 quarters, and then they end up matched up, and it's virtually a dead even game.
Yes,
here. And that might be best too. Just get the one and tie it, and
everybody's happy.
Nobody got beat, So here we go for the extra point. Oh,
we got a penalty though. We got motion on the offense, so we're probably going to decline it. And the orange team, they're going to play it again. Now what do you
Whistle, dead ball. Well, now you have to throw it, don't you think? I don't know.
That's what the defense is thinking. How about that quick hitter?
How about the reverse? How about the one that you show Abe Gibbern in NFL? Watch the draw. Watch everything. That's what those coaches just got done telling those guys.
Yep.
So here we go. Come up. Everybody come up. This is wholesale blitz. Here we go.
Except the rules prohibit that.
Right. Oh, jeez.
You got motion again.
Oh. We're going the wrong way here, Jaguars. Making it hard on yourselves. 2 minutes and 33 seconds. This could tie the game.
Well, now what play do you have? Well, you had first and 2. Now you got first and 12.
Quick kick.
Yeah.
Okay, we got the play off. There it is. Oh, incomplete. So that pretty much. Well, you know what though? The Gators have to run a couple of plays here and not fumble the ball or anything. This is not a given that this game is sealed up. We've got 2 minutes and 33 seconds to go. So it's going to be Gator ball, first down on the 30, and they need a couple of first downs, and they can salt this baby away.
Depends on how many timeouts
correct.
The red team has.
Well, they have as many as they need.
It sure seems that way.
But our score right now is 7-6 in favor of the Gators, who are wearing the orange jerseys, which to you folks at home looks like the red jerseys. So we'll say the team winning right now is the one on the right as you look at your screen.
It's a Bill Belichick game. I always said he wanted to win 3-0. Defensive coaches would be happy winning the game 3-0.
Yeah. Or really, even better, a safety, 2-0. That's always good because the defense scored it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That would be the ultimate.
There's a quick hitter. Just what you want. Hang on to the ball, son.
Now, I might, in this particular case, have my quarterback run 3 plays so you don't have the
That might be. That was Eric Hall again. Nice job.
And obviously the red team doesn't have any timeouts or they would have called one.
I'm sure. So the clock is ticking. We're down to 2 minutes. Couple more plays. Here it is, another handoff.
Handoff inside and just, that's all you want.
Mr. Hall is going to carry the load right here and just keep that clock running.
Here comes one timeout. Man, he's gone again.
How dumb is he? He keeps coming back. Coach Buck up here, you're going to war with all these bees.
We had a timeout here, and again, we don't know how many timeouts each team was given, but it seems like about 8.
But here we go. And, man, they are long timeouts. Again, 1:42 to go. And the Gators, the team in orange, on your right, sitting on a 1-point lead, 7-6. Trying to run this clock out and get out of here with a 1-point victory. Man, guys, you could spend a lot. You could tell everybody what to do on every play in these timeouts.
Yeah. Talk about going to get a sandwich. It was like the Indians between innings last night. I think you could cook the steak.
Yeah,
with those TV timeouts.
Oh, boy, they do run them. You don't realize that till you're at the game, and you're sitting there going, what are we waiting on? Well, here we go. Tight formation. Oops. Oh, man. Procedure against the Gators. You know the way this is going, I'm thinking the Jaguars might get one play here at the end.
Well, hopefully the orange team will punt the ball and make them go 50 yards.
Well, you'd like to think. But so this would be the play right here. You have to get something here or you have to give it over. Punt. Here we go. Again. Again.
Now the orange team is called timeout. Well, I guess not. He's going to line up and play.
Okay. Well, they'd be good if they just get the snap off.
And again, our hats off to the two guys, Al Wiggins and Josh Jackson, who have volunteered to officiate these games. And
thank them for their help. And the coaches. This is all a freebie, trying to get this program off the ground. How about Joe Bach putting it on the air? Produced, directed, edited. Yeah, they got the playoff. Here we go. Oh, it's a loss, but the clock is running. And now they have to punt. So they're going to get the ball. 20 yards from that spot is going to be about the 42, something like that.
Yeah, now do you run it all the way out? Oh, he's going to go to 10, 20 yards, right?
Right. So here we go.
Clock stops on change of possession. They got the ball at the 33.
33, so let's go. They're going to have a couple of plays. Man, it's not over till it's over.
Yogi Berra-ism, right?
I guess.
Well, you were talking about watching the Bucks tonight. You know, you can't go home and watch Illinois and Wisconsin, the other two undefeated
Who cares?
teams.
Who cares?
Undefeated teams in the Big Ten.
Who cares? Not after today. That'd be one. But here we go. This is going to be probably the last couple of plays here. We got the Jaguars down 7-6 to the Cougars, or the Gators. The Gators, and the Jags trying to come from behind here. All they need is one play. We've seen they could go the distance if they get a break. So we got Aaron Neal under center. Here we go. Snap of the ball. Drops back to pass. Launches one over the middle.
Oh, it's wide open.
Oh, wide open.
And scored.
That's Brandon Gaines. Holy moly.
Now, he threw that ball probably 25 yards in the air.
He did. He got it. I mean, what a great play. That's it. Wow. Those penalties, really. See, there it is. There's a fundamental thing about football. You can't keep backing up, because the Gators gave up all that penalty yardage, so when they punted, they couldn't really get it that far away.
Right, it got back to the line of scrimmage.
Boy,
it was did. Like second and 9, and then it was second and 40.
Forever, yeah. Wow.
And I was just thinking, the red team had a touchdown called back, remember, on the long run?
That's right.
They wouldn't have been in this position, but now, what an exciting game at the end to throw the pass, and he threw that ball 15, probably 20 yards in the air.
And it was Aaron Neal to, to who?
I can't.
It was Gaines, I believe. 25 caught.
Yeah, 8:25. Yeah. Well, we'll see it on the replay here.
Yeah.
Joe's got the clock on over there.
There it is. He drops back. He had protection too.
5, 10, 15. Look at that, wide open.
Yes.
And again, him to be able to see one jersey from the other when they all look the same.
Right. And there's the extra point try. Went for naught. So now what happens? We got all of that. There's still a minute 12 to go. So the Gators are going to get it back, but they're going to have the long field.
Right. They got 60 yards to go.
60 yards to go.
No, 70. No, 50, because they go 30, 80.
You want to make it 30? 15, 20. 50. Hike.
50. 80-yard field. They start on the 30.
Correct. And now, whatever you got to run it.
Yeah. Now you are on the last page of the play.
That is correct. Actually, you might even have the stick and you're drawing it up. You got a magic marker out there. Say, here we go, boys. This is what we're doing.
The Bill Cosby. Get down the street, get on the bus.
Well, you know, the best commercial they had was that copy machine for a while. The coach ran in the office, ran off a play, 11 copies, and passed them out in the huddle. I always thought that was a good commercial. Here we go. Minute and 12 to go. 1st and 10 for the Gators. Now we're going to see the loosen up the secondary for the Jaguars.
Which you thought the orange team would have done, the Gators would have done.
You know, really, they had some coverage. There it is. Couple of handoffs.
If he'd have got outside,
he was gone. But there's Gaines, the guy that scored the touchdown, made the
tackle.
The tackle for a big loss, and the clock is still running. Less than a minute. 54, 53, 52.
You know, talking about commercials, the NFL does some great ones where they have the guys go out, and Brian Urlacher went to some little daycare, and they're all sitting in a circle, and a girl just runs by him and smacks him on the head and goes, duck, duck, goose. It's 250-pound linebacker. She just whacks him on the head.
Yeah.
She said, duck, duck, goose.
44 seconds, we got a timeout.
Here's a surprise, we got a timeout.
That's amazing. And this will be about 45 minutes.
How many timeouts are you guys allowed? 4.5. Are you allowed to accumulate them from game to game?
It seems like. Wow. Okay, this is just going on here. This could be the last play of the game.
You know,
maybe,
you know
maybe
better.
not.
I say there's at least 2 more.
You think?
2 after this.
Oh, boy. It's all or nothing here. The snap. There it is. Going downtown. Oh, man, that was close.
Yes, it was. Well, even if he'd have caught it, he dove for the ball.
But, hey, our boy Kenneth Diaz, he had a shot at it. It was just a little bit long.
He needed to keep running instead of diving because even if he catches it, he's on the ground.
Well, that's true, too. But you're right there, Coach Buck. It's 38 seconds. We still have another play.
Well, we got 2 more plays because it's 3rd down and they got 20 to go.
Yep.
3rd and 17.
Let him catch it and dive on him. Okay, here we go. Sturgill back. Oh, he's down. Sturgill, got tripped up. Okay, that's still, we got 30. If they hurry, they can get another one out. You were right, 2 more after the last. Here we go.
This is the last one because it's 4th down.
And the snap, Sturgill moving it. Get out of my way, I'm throwing the ball. Oh, and they got knocked down by, again, Gaines was in there. Got a big hand up, and I'm thinking that's about it.
Well, we got dead ball. You got to line up 1 more.
Oh, boy. No, don't they change the thing and then wind the clock? Change of possession?
I think they start on the snap.
Well, we're going to find out. Oh, well, yeah, they're telling kneel on the ball. So here we go. If this holds up, we're going to have the Jaguars victorious in the 3rd round of this, 12-7 over the Cougars in kind of a come-from-behind affair.
And that red team gave up 7 points in a total game if you look at it 4 quarters.
Right. And scored about 3 times. Yeah. And had 1 or 2 called back. So anyway, hey, a good game. This was fun to do today. Really enjoyed it, Barry. Good fun working with you.
That was a good time.
There it is. There's the last play. Clock's going to run down. Everybody's going to shake hands, and everyone's happy. And the big winner, football in the city of Lorain.
That's the big winner.
That's it. So from here at George Daniel Field, that's it for this morning and Lorain Elementary football. We'll look forward to seeing you the next time.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools, TV 20 WLCS.
To purchase a high-quality copy of the program you just viewed, please call Lorain City Schools Television at 282-8400.